tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. And we're going to get started righty now. Let me see what I got here. Let's go to our main page first. I just got a notification we're live on YouTube, so... Oh my gosh, I forgot to change the titles. Dadgummit. Alright, let me try to do that right quick. Get ready, everybody's gonna... Get ready for the hate comments to roll in. Oh my gosh, I forgot to change the titles. I'm gonna get roasted all night if I can't edit this. See, Tanner's not here. Tanner usually does all this, and he's not here for another 30 minutes. And I have no idea how to edit them on YouTube, so... That is something I've yet to figure out how to get on when you're live on YouTube, how to fix that. Because I don't really have, I'm using software, I don't have control of the stream really, so. Let me save that. Okay. That's fixed. Of course, everybody's probably got the notification. So maybe curious, if people curious, they'll click on it, you know. So maybe I'm doing something that I didn't even intend to do. All right, let's copy that link. I got a lot of different places to share this. There it is on Facebook, the Japanese flip video. There's that link. I'm posting it there. And then let's post it here. Now let's make our way over to the group. Is that the group post? Yep, let me post it there in the group. I shared multiple different things in the group today. Let's see. We can post it here. And let's see right here. All right, now just the YouTube. Now, I don't know if I can. Let me try to see if I can edit this on YouTube. If I can, it'll be great.
Ron Phillips, why did it say when?
Who's asked that? Ron Phillips. I knew somebody would.
John Stevens was first.
Gosh. See, I don't know how to get in from the user side on YouTube. I honestly have no idea. I'm live right now, and I honestly don't think there's any way. If I wanted to edit or fix anything on there, I couldn't. I mean, there's not really any way to... Okay, we are live. I'm trying to figure out how to fix my YouTube title, but... I mean, right there it is. I'm watching it, but there's... Live chat... I don't think there is on my end, unless I literally restarted the stream. So, I don't know. Somebody asked Justin Malden or Anthony Taylor. I have no idea how to do that, but I do need to go ahead and share the link to Instagram. So, cause see, I'm live on YouTube right now, but I'm using different software, and I think once you go live, it's over. You can't edit anything. I can't even. Tanner knows how to get on there and take off comments, but we'll have to ask him when he gets here. I don't really have a lot of say on what goes on these streams, you know. Okay, let me get it. I also need a designated share. I gotta start doing that. Tanner used to do it. All right. No one asks why it says Part 2 Wednesday, or you get fined $5. Okay? If you ask why it says Part 2 Wednesday, then you're fined $5. It gets added to your invoice. Chat, and we're ready to roll. All right, so huge sale, great stuff, as you can expect. Let's go through new vinyl first. I'll go through that crate from the night before here in just a moment. Let me print out this sheet, and I'll grab a crate of new vinyl. Seth, I might have you hand me this from the printer. It is coming out right now, and I'm going to grab this crate. So we got 2 crates of new vinyl for tonight, new releases. It's Thursday. We'll have some new releases that shipped late again for tomorrow, and we will start selling in just a moment. I've got some auctions. I've got lots of auctions. I've been working on stuff last night. John worked on stuff today, and me and Ed have been working on stuff since I got here. So First two auctions of the night are going to be Kiss and PJ Harvey. Let me go over here and grab them. Not the Kiss that I just showed, but we will be auctioning off some Kiss tonight. Dave Polick and Clint Howard. I've got Kiss. I've got Kiss. Kiss will be coming soon. I'll probably do that sooner than later. First two auctions of the night, though. The first one is Kiss. First thing is an auction. We usually show a few things. I'm going to go ahead and get an auction rolling. Kiss, Creatures of the Night. This is a 2014 remaster, which, by the way, I guess is no longer in print since they've done the 40th anniversary or 40th anniversary remaster or 45th, whichever one it was. So this is now technically an out-of-print record. This is the 2014 remaster. This came from the Arkansas collection. 2014 remaster, Kiss, Creatures of the Night. This is a $25 start. These new are like $48.99. This is near mint, original inner sleeve, just like the OG from 80. What year did this come out? 3? That is a $25 start. Kiss, Creatures of the Night. That's a 2014 remaster. PJ Harvey is a 2001 Europe pressing. They're not cheap. But also, I think I hadn't seen one really sell in a while on Discogs, this exact pressing, because there's other reissues out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this one the same price as the current reissues. And we're going to get this one started for just $25. First two auctions of the night, $25 start. This is PJ Harvey, To Bring You My Love. This is the 2001 pressing, 2001 Europe. Kiss is at 30, PJ Harvey's 25. Let me get my camera good and centered, and we will start showing some records. All right, new vinyl releases. We have Billy Cobham, Spectrum. John Sheehan, we have you down. Ed, that's Grateful Dead, Best Of. I have more of those on the way. Okay, thank you. Billy Cobham, Spectrum. This is a new release for the Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right. They've done this one on clear vinyl. Billy Cobham, Spectrum. That is a Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right exclusive on clear vinyl, $29.99. I have one of those. Kiss is at 30, PJ Harvey, 25, and now 30. New release, Caius, Muchos Gracias. That is the Best Of Caius. That's a limited edition pressing from the Runout Groove on blue vinyl, $49.99 for the Best Of Caius. $49.99. I have 3 of those. That's from the Runout Groove. They usually do, are they numbered? They're numbered on the back, yes. Runout Groove stuff is numbered. They've done those on blue vinyl, $49.99. ZZ Top. This is the 40th anniversary gold vinyl. Start Your Ear Off Right. I've got 2 more in. Gold vinyl ZZ Top Eliminator. That is $29.99. $29.99. Okay, high bid on PJ Harvey's 32. High bid on Kiss is 35. Jason Kenton wants a Caius. That's so to Jason Kenton. Thank you. I think this is technically a new release. Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man movie, motion picture score. Danny Elfman. 20th anniversary. Yeah, first time ever on vinyl. 180 gram includes fold-out poster. Spider-Man is $36.99. Paul Bill's at 34 on PJ Harvey. This is Stranger Things 4, original score from the Netflix series Volume 1, the original score from Stranger Things 4. This is a double LP, Max's Blue World, transparent colored vinyl, blue vinyl, gatefold with printed inner sleeves. That is $44.99, $44.99. Caius 34, Paul Bill 34, let's see. Dakota wants a Spider-Man. That's so to Dakota Wilkie. And we have, yes, Stranger Things 4 score, $44.99. Journey live at concert at Lollapalooza. Journey at Lollapalooza is $49.99. That is actually a 3 LP live Journey at Lollapalooza, $49.99. $49.99. What's a special? Journey is? Journey's a special order. Okay. Well, if anybody else wants one of these, let me know and we can get you one. That's held for somebody. Okay. Dinah Ross is Troy Robinson's. I was wondering, we had some one-offs. I thought he already got one of those, though, but there's another one in case he didn't. Okay, next is Love and Rockets, Seventh Dream of Teenage Heaven, $31.99. Love and Rockets, Seventh Dream of Teenage Heaven. Their Darkly psychedelic debut album, originally released in 1985. That is $31.99. $31.99. Okay, so let me go back up to the top here, get everybody updated on PJ Harvey. PJ Harvey's at $32 with Brent Hall, and Doug Jefferson's at $35 on Kiss. That's a 2014 Creatures of the Night remaster. Doug Jefferson is at, well, excuse me, we already had a 35. Yeah, Doug Jefferson's at 35 on that. PJ Harvey's at 32. Jason Kenton got Caius. I'm just getting back in my order here. Do we ship to Canada? Yes, we do. We do ship to Canada, Rhonda. What we do is after we get your order, we package it, and then we send you a shipping quote. You pay that, and then we ship it to you. Brent Hall's at 36 on PJ Harvey. Paul Bill's out. The Stranger Things was the season 4 score music on blue vinyl, volume 1. I think volume 2 is coming up later in the crate. That's $44.99. Michael Hunt wants a Love and Rockets. That's the only copy I have. Michael Massey, I've got to order more anyways, so I'll put you on a waiting list for one if that's okay, Michael Massey. So Ed, that one goes to Michael Hunt. We'll put Michael Massey on the waiting list, and Paul Brother for the waiting list for Spider-Man. Paul Brother's on waiting list for Spider-Man. Hey, there's the other Love and Rockets. That one's called Express. We have those back to back. That one is also $31.99. Love and Rockets, $31.99 on that. Okay. Kiss, Final Call, $35 to Doug Jefferson. And PJ Harvey, Final Call for $36. $36 on this Final Call.
This is Michael Hunt and Michael Massey's on the list.
That's right. And guess what? We're about to do the same thing again, but in a flipped order. Michael Massey gets this one. Michael Hunt on the waiting list, if that's okay for him. We just flipped those. Preston Rogers is at 38 on PJ Harvey. We have John Legend new album. That's probably Troy's. Was that Troy's?
Yeah.
That's Troy's too.
So I was trying to look up.
Okay. Helmet. These aren't any special orders, are they? Helmet Unlive, August 5th, 1981. Helmet is $36.99. So Troy, if you're watching, you've had about 4 special orders come in today. All right, so Helmet is $36.99, Unlive. So Michael Hunt, I've got you on the waiting list for the other Love and Rockets. And Michael Massey, you were first to that one. Okay, the new LA Guns came in. This is called Hollywood Raw, the original sessions. Paul Bill wants a helmet. The LA Guns, we got everybody on the pre-order field. The pre-order for LA Guns was Bill Fratsky, Jen Baker, Richard Davis, Kendall Edwards, Kyle Gregory, Woods Felix, Hayden Wilson, Brenda Medina, Susie Breedlove, and Paul Brothers. Now, I have 3 left. Unfortunately, they all have light seam splits, and I want y'all to see those. Everybody who pre-ordered one got a nice copy. The 3 that I had left to sell, we pulled out the 3 that had light seam crackles at the top. If you still want a copy, if you don't have one already pre-ordered, LA Guns, Hollywood Raw, the original sessions is $33.99. $33.99 on that. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Diana Ross, The Greatest Hits is $59.99. Diana Ross, the iconic collection of 2 LPs on clear vinyl for the first time. So this was a special order for Troy Robinson, and then I realized, hey, we probably need to at least order one to see if anybody else wants one. I think that's why I have that back in. Diana Ross is $59.99. $59, and we can show John Legend. Okay, and John Legend, Act 1 and Act 2 is also $49.99. All right, let's go ahead and sell. Yes, Helmet's Paul Bill. We've got Kiss. We can go ahead and sell Kiss. No other bids on that. That's sold to Doug Jefferson for $35. Kiss is sold to Doug Jefferson for $35. And then Final Call on the PJ Harvey. Preston's at $38. Preston's at $38 on that. Preston's at $38 on that. All right, that's our current auctions. This is a new Seether. Seether disclaimer. Disclaimer, we always hated the original cover art, Seether. This is $69.99, 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. Limited Edition 3 LP set featuring a previously unreleased complete live show plus an acoustic cover of Something in the Way. That is $69.99. Seether Disclaimer Deluxe Edition. That is $69.99 from Kraft Records. And we got a restock of Live Throwing Copper. Live Throwing Copper is $36.99. I'm grabbing those anytime I can. There's another 5 copies if you don't have one already. And the Traveling Wilburys restock. The Traveling Wilburys is $36.99. That is Paul Brothers. I've already got you down for one. If anybody else wants one, it is $36.99. Brent's out on PJ Harvey. Let's go ahead and sell that to Preston Rogers for $38. That was a 2001 pressing. And I did not advertise this. I actually didn't. We get collections sometimes that where people buy reissues and they have, they have 180 gram records and then they have original stuff. So sometimes when I first flipped through things, this was so nice looking, I thought it was a 180 gram reissue. And then John had pulled it out and he said, no, this is a vintage copy. It's actually a third press. It's a third press Kiss self-titled. So it's not 180 gram. It's what I would call a vintage copy, but third press, I guess that's probably late 70s. Nice copy though, as in EX Plus. This is Kiss self-titled. Really nice copy. Has the Casablanca inner sleeve, and this is going to be a $40 start. It does have, it's about a VG Plus cover. It has a little bit of a spine crackle right there. And that is, that's a $40 start. That's Kiss self-titled. If you look up the Matrix, it's technically a third press. It's a really nice copy, especially on the vinyl. And the cover is VG Plus approximately. $40 start on that. Third press. John Sheehan was first to the Traveling Wilburys. Debbie Whited, we'll put you on a waiting list for the other one if that's okay. And Jennifer Scripter will also put you on a waiting list for that. So that one goes to John Sheehan, Debbie Whited, and Jennifer Scripter on the waiting list for that. Dave is at $40 on Kiss. Billy Shears is at $50. The Seether was $69.99. Seether was $69.99, Lanny. Susie wants a live throwing copper, and Debbie's okay with the wait list. Puddle of Mud, $42.99. Bob McKinney, I had you on a waiting list for that. I had that come back in, so if anybody else wants a Puddle of Mud come clean, that is $42.99. Also got a new release here. Ella Fitzgerald live at Montreux, 1969 classic performance, backed by the Tommy Flanagan Trio, available for the first time on vinyl. That's a new release for tomorrow. Ella Fitzgerald, $33.99. David Schroeder wants Puddle of Mud, and if anybody else wants one, let me know. This is sometimes a hard music on vinyl title to get. They've kept it in print for years, I think. At least 2 or 3 years they've been pressing this. Of course, it's very hard to get an original of, if they even made them. I'm not for sure. Was there an OG of this in 2001? If so, it's probably very tough to find. Puddle of Mud's $42.99. We'll give that one to David Schroeder and Eli Tomlinson. If you're okay with a waiting list, I only got 2 copies in. I'm expecting more. They'll be here first of the week. If you're okay with waiting, we'll put your name down on a waiting list. Sherry Darnell wants the new Ella Fitzgerald. Billy Shears is at $50 on the Kiss self-titled. Billy Shears is at $50 on Kiss self-titled. That's going once, going twice to Billy. Dave Polick, let me know if you're in or out. Next auction is Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. This is a US, yes, this is a US OG. Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. Eli's okay with the waiting list for Puddle of Mud. I got to get more of those anyway. Nice copy here. US OG of Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. Just some very light hairline marks. Nice copy. US OG Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. I think that's probably the inner sleeve how it came. And it has, no, that's, okay. We got like an insert here, a fold out. I thought that was the inner sleeve at first glance. That's a lyric insert fold out. And the cover is about VG Plus. No writing, no marks, just average shelfware. That's a $45 start. Poison, look what the cat dragged in. Kiss and Poison up for bid. He's out on Kiss, so we're at $50, going twice, going 3 times on that. U2, The Joshua Tree. By the way, U2 has a new acoustic album coming out. I've got the pre-order up for that. This is $49.99 for U2, The Joshua Tree. And I've got Cinderella, Long Cold Winter, back in stock. Cinderella, music on vinyl version, $38.99. Jennifer's in on Poison. Final call on Kiss. We got some really good stuff tonight. As in great stuff we're going to auction. Our crates I've got made up are really good. New stuff from Arkansas, the Japanese crate. So we pretty much have a whole crate of stuff to auction, plus a whole crate of Japanese stuff to auction, and then about 6 crates of new arrivals to flip through. Poison 40 and 45, now 50. Steve Howe wants Cinderella. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, One Step. We sold out last night. I had 2 copies. I have 2 people on a waiting list. I've got to try to order more. I did order more. So I've got more on the way. I haven't got a confirmed shipment, but if anybody wants on the Crosby, Stills, and Nash waiting list for the One Step, let me know. Steve Howe wants a Cinderella, and so does Eli Tomlinson. Brett Michaels has not come in. I don't think that is due out this week, is it? Didn't I post that was pushed back? All right, well, let me go through this crate one more time. I only went through it once. So, new releases. We're on the first crate, so if you're just hopping on, you hadn't missed much. Let's go ahead and sell Kiss to Billy Shears for $50, and Jennifer's at $55 on Poison. Okay, first record was the newest Start Your Ear Off Right exclusive, Billy Spectrum Cobham, $29.99. That's on clear vinyl. We have the best of Caius. That is Muchas Gracias. That's the Run Out Groove on blue vinyl, $49.99 for that, 2 LP. ZZ Top on gold vinyl, Eliminator, $29.99. And the Stranger Things 4 Score, that's on blue vinyl, Volume 1, $44.99. Tom's at $60 on Poison. And Helmet Unlive, August 5th, 1981, that is $36.99. $36.99. That is a new release from Helmet, Unlive. FBLA, 1.5, Unsung, Rue, Distracted Bad Moon, Sinatra, FBLA, Your Head, If He Feels Bad, Repetition. That is $36.99. Joe Sloop wants the new Billy Cobham. That's sold to Joe Sloop. I want Seether, not Cinderella. My bad. Let me pull back that Cinderella. Eli Tomlinson wanted a Seether. I got I'll take Seether. Steve Howe on Cinderella, so we can bring one of those back, and that means Seether is sold to Eli Tomlinson. If anybody else wants one of these, let me know. I'll have to order it, but that is $69.99 for Disclaimer. That's a new release. That means we have one Cinderella left. Long Cold Winter, $38.99. Brandon Jackson on the ZZ Top. I now have one left. Tom Sheeter is at $60 on Poison. Jennifer, let me know if you're in or out. High bid on that right now is $60. The 3 LA guns that I have to sell have very light seam splits, or seam crackles, just so you know. But I do have that. That's a new release. LA Guns, Hollywood Raw, the original sessions on purple and black splatter vinyl. Those are $33.99. You can buy one of those. If not, I'm probably going to send them back on that for a refund because of the seam crackles. Diana Ross, The Greatest, $59.99. John Legend, the new album, Legend, $49.99. And Live Throwing Copper is $36.99. I have 3 of those left. Can I get more Billy Cobhams? Yes, I can. Jennifer's at $65 on Poison. Tom's at $70. Let me go get the crate of Japanese stuff to sell, actually. It's over here still in the office. Never mind, Ed's coming with a cart. Yes, it's the crate with Pure Prairie League in the front. It's the crate with Pure Prairie League in the front. Let me go grab the crate over here that we were cleaning. Aha! This is what I need. Our auction records. All right. This is what I need. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Poison's at 70. Jennifer's out. Yes, LA Guns pre-order. LA Guns pre-order was Bill Fratsky, Jen Baker, Richard Davis, Kendall Edwards, Kyle Gregory, Woods Felix, Hayden Wilson, Brendan Medina, Susie Breelove, and Paul Brothers. Those are all really nice. Do you honor Panda Express gift cards? Yeah, I would trade out with you, dollar for dollar. LA Guns sold to Kenny Heathcock. Final call on Poison. We'll get 2 new auctions started. I'm going to go ahead and grab our first crate of new vintage arrivals for tonight. New vintage arrivals for tonight. I've got some good stuff. All right. All right. So new bidder on LA Gun, or new bidder on Poison at 71. Let's see what I've got here. All right. Let's go ahead and do a flock of seagulls. A flock of seagulls. This is a nice copy. We just got done cleaning some of these. Very nice. No condition notes on this one. It's EX Plus to Near Mint Minus, EX Plus to Near Mint Minus, and it's got the original company inner sleeve with it. Fiji Plus cover. Flock of Seagulls is a $25 start. Features the hit song I Ran. That is a $25 start. Okay, Tom's out on Poison. Jamie Butler has that for $71. That is going once, going twice. New vintage arrivals. We have Sherlock Holmes, Tales from Baker Street, 6 original radio broadcast. This is a box set, $34.99. Yes, Fragile, $19.99. Well, this looks nice. Gatefold. Let's see what kind of matrix we have on it. It is a 5-digit. It is very nice, though. This was probably pressed in 77. Gatefold, extremely nice jacket, too. Yes, yes, Fragile is $19.99. Wet Willie, Left Coast Live. Wet Willie is $29.99. That's, I don't know if I've ever had that one. Left Coast Live on Capricorn. That is $29.99. And Heart Passion Works, Gold Stamp promo. A lot of promo copies in with that second batch of stuff from Arkansas. That guy worked at many record stores throughout the years around the West Memphis area. Gold Stamp promo on that, $19.99. All right, we need to put, is Rush going up for auction? Yes, Fly By Night is going up for auction tonight. Final call on Poison. Jamie Butler's at $71. This is a USOG. Really nice copy. Has the lyric insert. Poison's at $71. We need to put Chris Wood Sr. on the Billy Cobham wait list. If Tanner's not up here right now. Ed, if you could jot that down. That's Chris Wood Sr. on the Billy Cobham Spectrum wait list. Flock of Seagulls. All right, you already got it? Okay. Flock of Seagulls, $27.30. 33. Jeffrey Walker wants yes. Jeffrey Walker wants yes. Jennifer Scripter on the Sherlock Holmes box set. Flock of Seagulls, 32, now 35. Brent Rabley on Wet Willie, and Debbie Blair on Heart. Okay, so high bid on Flock of Seagulls is 35, and I'm about to sell Poison, as in like 10 seconds. Billy Joel Songs in the Attic, $14.99. And Survivor, I think this one's just self-titled. Survivor, it is. Survivor self-titled, 1979. That is $24.99. And Little Feat, Time Loves a Hero, a Nautilus Super Disc, $39.99. Little Feat, Time Loves a Hero, near mint. Nautilus Super Disc from Little Feat, $39.99. Poison is sold to Jamie Butler for $71. David Schroeder is the high bid on a Flock of Seagulls. That's at $35 with David. That's going once, going twice. Brent Rabley takes the Little Feat. Sold to Brent Rabley. Next auction, let's go ahead and do something from the Japanese bin. We've got all kinds of stuff from the Arkansas purchases, along with many records from our Japanese selection that I posted. We'll go ahead and start off with a really good one. Dio Sacred Heart. Japanese press. Obi. Super nice cover. We also have this lyric insert. It's also really nice. And here's the first time tonight I'm going to say it. Near mint, pristine vinyl. Dio Sacred Heart. Great album too. Ronnie James Dio. This is a $65 start. $65 start. Dio Sacred Heart. Near mint Japanese pressing. Final call on Flock of Seagulls for $35. All right. Toto Hydra. Back to the new arrivals. $19.99 for this. Gatefold pressing. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribed so you receive notifications. If you're watching on Facebook, also be sure you've liked the post. You're probably doing plenty of commenting, but make sure you share it. You can share it to your personal page. You can share it to a group if it's allowed. Anywhere that you can share it, we would appreciate it. All right, 15 seconds left on Flock of Seagulls. Rod Stewart live, $14.99. He's doing some classic stuff like Stay With Me and It's All Over Now and Every Picture Tells a Story. That is $14.99. Neil Sean and Jan Hammer, Untold Passion. That's a gold stamp promo, $19.99. Neil Sean and Jan Hammer, Untold Passion. That is $19.99. And James Taylor, Sweet Baby James, $24.99. Nice copy. It's a repress label. It is near mint minus. James Taylor, $24.99. Steve Howe is at 65. Final call on that. And I am going to go ahead and sell Flock of Seagulls to David Schroeder for $35. $35 on that. So, will there be new vinyl tonight? Yes, I've already showed one bin, but I do have more to show. Final call on Dio, $65. Tracy McFadden needs the Neil Sean. James Taylor sold to Kevin Squires, and Mia needs to put back Taj Mahal and Charles Mingus. We will do that. He says, never mind on the James Taylor. James Taylor is still available if anybody wants it. Toto is $19.99, and Head East Flat as a Pancake. Haven't had this in a while. Features the hit song Never Been Any Reason. Nice copy, as in it looks like it's unplayed. $19.99 for Head East, Never Been Any Reason. 15-second warning on Dio. Green Slade, Time and Tide. Green Slade, Time and Tide. This is, I haven't had that in a while, or if ever, $19.99. Kevin Moore wants Taj Mahal. Yeah, I need to show those again. I don't mind putting stuff back, but I know there was a lot of other people who wanted those, and now it's going to make things complicated because I know there was like 3 other people on the Charles Mingus. So me, I can do that, but just make sure in the future you let us know maybe a little bit sooner, maybe during the moment, so we can figure out who was next a lot easier. Taj Mahal. So Kevin Moore is going to go ahead and claim that. I can't remember who was actually second during the live feed. I really can't remember. So and now it's just like a first come, first serve. And Wayne Titsworth wants Head East, H-E. That's like a perfect copy. Next is Ray Stevens. Oh, he said, which Taj Mahal? Okay, my bad. Ray Stevens, Boogity Boogity, 1974 UK pressing, $14.99. This is Taj Mahal Giant Step. Actually, I think, Brent Rabley, you were second on this. Taj Mahal Giant Step, but both of those records, there was multiple people second after me. I can't remember. So, it's Giant Step. But Brent, I think you're second. And then I think Adam Stein was second to the Charles Mingus. I know I've shown about 1,000 records since then, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So we'll put that over here in pending. Dio Sacred Heart is sold to Steve Howe for $65. Taj Mahal is $26.99. And I guess technically, Kevin, that's yours since you kind of asked live there, but I'm pretty sure Brent was second during that live moment. So I guess if Kevin passes, that's for sure Brent. And I know Adam Stein was second on Charles Mingus. But if Adam, if you're still watching and you want that, let me know. Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes, Love is a Sacrifice. That's also a UK pressing, $14.99. Okay, new auctions. I think we have a lot of people curious in this album right here. It's called Porno for Pyros. This is an original UK pressing. This is an original UK pressing with the original inner sleeve. Lots of originalness going in on this. It's really nice too, as in, I'm going to have to call it EX Plus just because it has a couple of hairlines, but it's a nice copy. It's a 1994 UK pressing. It even has a sticker on the front that says, what happened to it? Right there it is. Made in England. So it's a UK press. $105 start. Porno for Pyros, $105 start on that. $105 start on that. So Kevin gets the Taj Mahal, and just whenever y'all run across that Charles Mingus, put down Adam Stein for that. I think he'll be okay for it. I don't think he's watching yet. Styx Pieces of 8 is $19.99. Styx Crystal Ball is $19.99. And we have Saga, Wildest Dreams. No, that's Saga. I was about to say, it looks like an I right there. But I'm familiar with Saga, Wildest Dreams. I've never seen this one or had this one before. This is 1987, Saga, Wildest Dreams, $14.99. Switchblade Symphony, Serpentine Gallery, $99.99. This is Switchblade Symphony, Serpentine Gallery from 2014, lavender splattered vinyl. We got some pretty interesting, like new, what I call new stuff, which is, you know, newer pressings, new releases in here tonight. That's $99.99. Okay, let's see. PFP 105, 105, 110. Walt Cruz on Saga, 120, 110, 120. Kevin Moore, you were second on Saga, and Adam does want Mingus. Okay, and Styx 2. Some good Styx albums in here, $24.99. And this is Styx, I think this is Styx as in Styx 1, yeah. Black Label RCA Rishi. That's $19.99. Okay, so Porno for Pyros is at $125. And I'm going to go ahead and put up another big one, which is this Rush 200 gram of Fly By Night. I listened to this last night, and it was great. Yes, the YouTube date is wrong. Tanner, if you know how to fix the YouTube date, I went live without changing any titles. I fixed it on Facebook. Yeah, we can't fix our YouTube title, so it'll be there until it reposts. Like, we can't edit anything because of the software we use. So, yeah, the YouTube date's wrong. So, sorry. I fixed the Facebook, but everybody probably got a notification with the wrong date. Rush, I listened to this. This is the 200 gram. I had to weigh it. I took it back on our scale, our shipping scale, and I weighed it last night. I did the thing. It come up to 201 grams, and I had it in an anti-static, of course. When you run the matrix and the barcode and everything, the only way you really can tell on these is by just the feel, whether it's a 200 gram or not. Of course, the 200 gram, huge difference in price than the 180 gram. And I listened to this last night, and it was amazing. I listened to side 2, started off, of course, with Fly By Night. Best sounding version I'd ever heard, and that's why these, any kind of pressing of this is usually what demands the most money, I think, even than some of the OGs. Does have the kind of sticker that came with it. 2015, has the insert, vinyl's near mint. I've listened to it myself. Do I want to sell this? Absolutely not, but I'm going to put it up for auction. It's $125 start. Rush Fly By Night. That's a 200 gram near mint remaster. 200 gram. Porno for Pyros is at $142. Back up to the top, we have, let's see, Styx 1, RM Lazelle. RM Lazelle got Styx. Kevin Moore, you were second. I have not found the Toronto album last night. No, I have not. Al Stewart, Year of the Cat is $19.99. Al Stewart, Year of the Cat, $19.99. Nice copy. Somewhere in this collection is a MoFi pressing of that. What is this? Sneaker Pimps, Becoming. This is $74.99. Sneaker Pimps, Becoming. That is 2016, 180 gram, of course, $74.99. This is Sneaker Pimps, Becoming X, maybe, or Becoming 10. That is $74.99, sold to Brent Hall. Brent knows what it is. I don't know much about Sneaker Pimps. Whitesnake, $54.99. The guy from West Arkansas, as in where I was at in Bella Vista, this was his very first record, $54.99. This was the very first record he bought. He had his original collection since he bought this new, $54.99. It's actually in really good condition. Cover's about VG+, just shows minor shelf wear, but that's also an album that I can't believe isn't in print. That is $54.99. Wes Bruce and Lang. Wes Bruce and Lang is $19.99. Wes Bruce and Lang, whatever turns you on, that is $19.99. And we have Yes, Classic Yes, $19.99. Yes, Classic Yes. This is a compilation of classic, great Yes music, $19.99. Okay, Porno for Pyros. I think Doug and Jennifer and Paul are in there just like battling it out right now on that. And Rush is $125 start. Rush Fly By Night. 200 gram. This is the 2015. 2015 200 gram. I'm going to call this an audiophile pressing. It is amazing sounding. Debbie Blair wants Yes. We also have After Hours. K-Tel Alert. K-Tel Alert. The chart soaring hits of today. $9.99. John said this was stuck to another record, so there's a little bit of cover damage here. Vinyl, and on the back, it was stuck in between some other records. But it is nice. It is near mint. K-Tel, that is $9.99. The Heart of Rock. The Heart of Rock. This is also a K-Tel. The Heart of Rock. Yeah, they were stuck. Some of them were stuck together. I never had seen this one. Wow, it's actually K-Tel, but it's on CSP label. It's a K-Tel label on the back, but that's CSP. Those are both $9.99. Ambrosia 180 is $9.99. And Sammy Hagar 3-lock box. Sammy Hagar 3-lock box, $24.99. Near mint. Some of these are extremely clean. Porno for Pyros, $159, $160, and $161. I think they're having fun bidding on this one. Now, here's what's going to happen on Rush. You can bid right now. Could you get outbid? Yes. But if you're waiting for me to call this as a buy it now, you could miss out on it. You know, or you could also get it cheaper by just going ahead and claiming it whenever I say it's over. I'm going to leave it up for about 30 more seconds. There may be somebody that wants to hop on and go ahead and bid 125. This is an out-of-print record. I'm pretty sure they're not going to bring back the 200 gram because the last 3 Rush albums that we've had shipped to us, Moving Pictures, Permanent Waves, and 2112, they've been 180 grams. So I don't think they're going to do the 200 gram stuff anymore. I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't control Anthem Mercury record label. I wish I did. I'd tell them to put other stuff back into print. Okay, back up to the top. Tom Steyer on Sammy Hagar. Tom Steyer on Sammy Hagar. William Condrey on The Heart of Rock. William Condrey got The Heart of Rock. 165 on PFP. We have Adam Stein on Next on Sammy Hagar. Jennifer Scripter at 170 on PFP. Somebody already bid on Rush. I didn't see that. Somebody bid on Rush? I hadn't seen it. It may have been mixed in of all the PFP bids. Kevin Tays. Oh, yeah, he's in there between all the other PFP bids. Kevin Tays, 125. Sorry, Kevin, are you still watching? I missed your bid. So, yes, now we got 3 bidders. I was waiting for that to get rolling. 125, now 125, now 126. Let's see. Okay, we have Night Shift, the original soundtrack. That's $19.99. Night Shift. FM soundtrack is $29.99. FM soundtrack, $29.99. I didn't realize they reissued this, but I actually have a new copy. I can see it right here. There's a new copy right up here in our bin. But this is a great soundtrack. Boston, Jimmy Buffett, Doobie Brothers, Eagles, Dan Fogelberg, Foreigner, Billy Joel, Randy Meisner, Steve Miller, Tom Petty, Queen, Linda Ronstadt, Bob Skaggs, Bob Seger, Steely Dan, James Taylor, and Joe Walsh. Does it have the poster, Ed asked? Let's see. I see an MCA inner sleeve. MCA inner sleeve. I do not see a poster. Gatefold. Do not see a poster. I've seen very few with a poster. Cameron Nance takes the White Snake. I was waiting for someone to buy that too. The Doobie Brothers Farewell Tour is $29.99. And we have Uriah Heep, The Magician's Birthday. This does have the lyric insert with it. Uriah Heep. They say this is their best work. The Magician's Birthday. If you hadn't bought a Uriah Heep album and you've seen me sell probably, 500 over the past year, they say this is probably a good one to get started with. $19.99. There's Demons and Wizards. That's another probably recommended one in their catalog. Probably number 1 or number 2. That's also $19.99. Those are nice copies. Originals with the inserts, the gatefolds. Kenny Heathcock wants the Doobie Brothers. Okay. Update on the auctions. We have an original 1994 Porno for Pyros UK pressing. 1994 UK original. High bid on this is $175 with Paul Beal. That just came in. Rush Fly By Night is the 2015 200 gram, like I said, which I think is now technically they're done with these. If they bring them back, it would be a miracle. But there's so much other Rush stuff that needs to be pressed, but if they do another batch of that on 200 gram, that would be great. Kenny got the Doobie Brothers. Wayne, you're first to Uriah Heep. Let me know if you want the Magician's Birthday or Demons and Wizards. Wayne, you're first to that. Then Preston, you're second. Peter Policino wants the FM soundtrack. Jennifer's backed in on the Porno for Pyros for $176. High bid on Rush. Sorry. Rush is at $130 with Brent Rabley. If you're Doug Jefferson or Kevin Tays, the other bidders, you're now out. Brent's at $130 on that. Let's go back through this crate. I'm just going to read through some titles. There's really good stuff in here. This is our first crate of vintage, so you haven't missed much. Billy Joel, Songs in the Attic is $14.99. Billy Joel, Songs in the Attic. Survivor, self-titled, $24.99. Toto Hydra is $19.99. The Uriah Heeps are $19.99 each, Wayne. Rod Stewart Live. I think Carol Puckett just asked about this. Rod Stewart Live is $14.99. Mercury label, and like I said, he's doing some of his classic stuff. Probably my favorite Rod Stewart stuff, like Every Picture Tells a Story and Stay With Me. Okay, Kevin's out on Rush, $130. Doug, let me know if you're in or out on that. And Doug's also still bidding on Porno for Pyros. James Taylor, Sweet Baby James, is $24.99. It's not an OG. It's probably a mid to late 70s reissue. It is like near mint though. Fire and Rain, Country Road, Blossom. This is his best, definitely his best work. Sweet Baby James album. Of course, the song Sweet Baby James on there as well. Clint Howard on Billy Joel. That's sold to Clint Howard. Next comment was, we got 2 bids at 180 on Porno for Pyros. Wayne Titsworth wants both Uriah Heeps. So Preston, you were second on that one. And then Rod Stewart. We got to make sure Carol doesn't want it first. If Carol passes, then it's sold to William Condrey. Robert Johnson is next after that. All right. I reluctantly have to sell Rush to Brent Rabley for $130. Brent, that's a fantastic sounding record. That's sold to you for $130. Carol passes, so Rod Stewart goes to William Condrey. We have our first person out on Porno for Pyros, Paul Beal. It's between Jennifer and Doug now, unless somebody else decides they want to get in on the action. All right, we'll do Roger Waters next. And let me go ahead and pull a Japanese pressing. Here's an Eric Clapton album we don't get as often as we do some of the others, so let me just lay that over there for right now. James Taylor, sold to Preston Rogers. Next is Toto, Fahrenheit, 1999. We've got Green Slade. It was 1999, Time and Tide. Ray Stevens, 1974 UK, including The Streak and Moon Knight Special. Southside Johnny, Love is a Sacrifice. That's also a UK pressing, $14.99. Styx is 1999. Styx Crystal Ball is 1999. We don't get Crystal Balls, we do as other. Switchblade Symphony, Serpentine Gallery is $99.99. Marbled vinyl. Let's see. Styx 2 is $24.99. Al Stewart, You're the Cat is $19.99. Wes Bruce and Lang is $19.99. After Hours. Susie wants both K-Tel. One's already sold. We can sell her that one. Ambrosia 180 is $9.99. And Night Shift is $19.99. Okay, where are we at on this right here? 185. Paul's out. Doug, I need to know. I was typing R when he said sold. Well, Doug, I just assuming you weren't bidding, but I guess he's out on this too. Okay, I was waiting for outs, but I didn't see them. Jennifer Scripter, you've got this for 185. Final call. Roger Waters, The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. Original press that has the uncensored cover. Her backside is exposed. They did another pressing where they put a black, like a black strip across it to kind of block that out. This is a nice copy. Nothing wrong with this one. It's in a heavier, thick, kind of inner sleeve, so it does have a little bit of scuffs, light sleeve scuffs. Original cover. There's usually like a black, most of the copies I see have that over that, so kind of a band cover. This is a $45 start. Original Roger Waters, Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. Also a record that's not in print. I don't know when the last time that's been print. That's a $45 start. Porno for Pyros is sold to Jennifer Scripter for $185. Next Japanese auction is Eric Clapton August. Eric Clapton August. This is got a loose obi on it, which means it's not really attached to the cover. But yeah, it's not ripped or anything. It's just, it's really hard to get the obi back on the cover. I think it was loose in there when we got it. So Eric Clapton August. I'd say in his discography, we did some Eric Clapton bundling last night. We don't have that one as often. $35 start for that. And as usual, it is a near mint, pristine copy with inner sleeve. Yeah. So the obi isn't ripped or detached. Well, it's not detached. It's just not on the cover, but it is there. You can put it back on there if you do some work to it. That's a $35 start. Roger Waters is $45, $45, and $50. Does this mute button work? Okay. Let's see here. Roger Waters, $55. All right, let me grab a new crate of vintage. We got lots of new crates of vintage. I think this is our check condition bin. No, it's not. I got another bin of new stuff from the purchases I've recently made. So let's go through it first. Once again, just like the last crate, there were some records in there that I probably would normally auction, like White Snake or some of those others. But, you know, we didn't. Right, Tanner?
Yeah, we did.
All right. I left you a note there, Tanner. Okay, Roger Waters is at $60. New vintage arrivals. We have Queen, A Night at the Opera. This is $39.99. OG Queen, Night at the Opera. Red Electra label. This is really nice copy. Before I say OG on this one, I think, let me see here. This label's actually kind of throwing me for a loop. I think the first pressings of this is on a more greenish. You kind of just have to know what I'm talking about on this one. But this red label may be a repress. Or, I don't know, this one's kind of, I don't know if I've ever seen a red Queen Night at the Opera. I just know this. It's a nice copy. It's a gatefold. Has the inner sleeve with it. It's really nice. Queen Night at the Opera. Bohemian Rhapsody. That is nice. I don't know. I'll have to check that one. Boys and Girls. I think this is Brian Ferry. It is. Brian Ferry is $19.99. Brian Ferry. Boys and Girls. That's $19.99. Has the original inner sleeve with it. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Brain Salad Surgery. $19.99 for that. And what do we have here? This is Karen Elson, The Ghost Who Walks, pressed at Third Man, 2010, $19.99. All right, Roger Waters, high bid, The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. This is at $60 of R.M. Lazelle. Roger Waters is at $60 of R.M. Lazelle. That's going once, going twice. If you want in, let me know. Doug Jeppesen was first on Queen. Tanner, that one was $39.99 to Doug Jeppesen. Belinda, you were second on that, and Robert Johnson wants BF. That's Brian Ferry. If anybody wants Eric Clapton, August, he is a $35 buy it now. Eric Clapton is a $35 buy it now. Gatefold. It does have the insert and the obi. You just got to put it back on the cover. If anybody wants that, $35 buy it now. Paul Brothers back in on that at $65. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this up. When I scanned it, or when we were looking them up, I was like, wow. You know, I thought it was just like a 180-gram reissue. This is actually a pretty desirable pressing of Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love. This was made in 2005. It's a limited edition. It originally came with a 45. This does not have the 45. I think last sold on this was something well over $200 or maybe around in that range. Has this gold stamp right here on the back, limited edition. And it says 45 RPM. I don't know if that's talking about the 7-inch or if this is mastered to play at a 45 RPM. I'm not for sure, but I just know one thing. I really couldn't find one that had sold missing a 45, but I figured I would knock off $100 and started at $100 compared to what they normally sell for with the 45. So this is a 2005 pressing of Motley Crue Too Fast for Love. That is a $100 start. It's a 2005 limited edition. It does not have the 45. That is a $100 start. 100. Vinyl's in near mint condition. Okay, we got Brian Ferry pulled. Roger Waters is now at $65. Michael Nath wants the Eric Clapton August for $35. Belinda's at $66 on Waters. R.M. Lazelle's at $70 with the Electro Butterfly. That's what I was thinking. Yes, that's what I was trying to look at. Andrew's at $105 on Motley. There's been several people ask me about that. I wish it had the 45 with it. I'd probably be saying a $200 start. But that's 105 of Andrew. High bid on Roger Waters is at $70. ELO, a new world record. Nice copy. Nice copy. Man, is this the one? Yeah, I've listened to this so much. Tightrope, Telephone Line, Rockeria, Mission. So Fine Living Thing, Above the Clouds, Duya, and Shangri-La. Unbelievable. That is $19.99. Autograph, What's the Stuff? Autograph is $26.99. That's a nice copy. And Kansas Mask. Kansas Mask is $19.99. Kansas Mask.
I think the answer is no.
Okay. All right. Then I need to, I don't know, maybe we need to send a message then. Let's see. Okay, let me just keep showing. We got Chet Atkins. Stay tuned. Chet Atkins is $9.99. That's a gold stamp promo. And Jethro Tull live at Carnegie Hall, 1970. This was made in 2015. $34.99. Jethro Tull live at Carnegie Hall. We also have Steve Earle Guitar Town. Well, I hadn't seen any of his stuff come through in a while. Gold stamp promo, $49.99. Steve Earle Guitar Town. High bid on Roger Waters is $71 with Belinda. Andrew still at $105 on Motley Crue. This is Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love, Hippo Select, Leather Records, limited edition, 2005. High bid on that is $105. Jeff McMaster wants Steve Earle. Roger Waters back up to $72 with R.M. Lazelle. Double. This is sealed, $24.99. Double blue. That's a sealed copy, $24.99. Rainbow Straight Between the Eyes. This is a 2015 180 gram. This is $29.99. Rainbow Straight Between the Eyes. That is $29.99. Rainbow is $29.99. That's a 2015 pressing of that. All right, Woods Felix is at 110 on Motley Crue. Belinda's back up to 75 on Roger Waters. Bruce Hornsby and The Range live, The Way It Is tour, 86 to 87. I've never seen that. It's a 1987 white label promo. Bruce Hornsby and The Range live, The Way It Is tour, 86 to 87. Wow. Never seen that. That's $34.99, white label promo. Thomas Dolby, The Flat Earth, $19.99. Special limited edition high grade vinyl promotional copy, $19.99 on that. That's like an audiophile version. And this, the Queen. Okay, Queen was, does it have a year on there? It is a reissue. Okay.
Embossed gatefold with the red label.
Embossed gatefold, yeah. Yeah, so the butterfly label's the OG on the Queen. Now, what is this? It is $64.99, 2015 white marbled vinyl. Noah Nafatru the Vampire, original score by Popo Vu. Man, I don't know anything about that, but it's in there for sale. Okay, Motley Crue 111, Mark Shelton on BH. That was Bruce Hornsby. 115 on Motley Crue. David Trahan on Thomas Dolby. David Trahan was first of that, then Jeff McMaster, then Jeff McIntosh, then Robert Johnson. Andrew's back at 117 on Motley Crue. Woods Felix is at 120. And Roger Waters is at 80. Karen Elson for $19.99. Yes, that's still available. Chuck Wilson, Karen Elson, that is sold to you, $19.99. Nosferatu, a vampire. Thank you, Tom, for the phonics on that. Nosferatu, the vampire. Original score by Popo Vu. That is $64.99, 2015 white marbled vinyl. That was then the early recordings of Michael McDonald. Interesting. Arista label. Early recordings of Michael McDonald, $19.99. You can tell I've got some new stuff to me in here because I'm like, wow, I've never seen that before. Steve Perry, Street Talk. When you go buy a collection of 1,000 albums, it's kind of hard to really even know what you're buying, even if you flip through them all. I flip through most of these, but, you know, it's just kind of like... Steve Perry Street Talk is $19.99. This is a gold stamp promo. The inner sleeve has got a little wrinkled, but it's a near mint copy. Steve Perry Street Talk. I'm going to keep that one right in here like this. If I turn it the other way, it might crease out a little bit better. You leave it in there long enough, it'll flatten. There we go. All right, back up to the top. We have Belinda's out on Roger Waters. R.M. Lazelle has The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking, the uncensored Roger Waters cover for $80. That's going once, going twice. If you want in on that, now's the time to bid. Andrew's out on Motley Crue. Motley Crue is at $120 with Woods Felix. This is the 2005 limited edition pressing. Dwayne's at $121 on Motley Crue. Mark Shelton on MM. That's Michael McDonald. That's sold to Mark Shelton. Kyle Morgan is second. David Tate was first to Steve Perry. Craig Proper, you were second. Secret Admirer soundtrack. Secret Admirer soundtrack. Gold stamp promo, $19.99 for that. And Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual. Gold stamp promo with lyric insert. I don't know if I've seen that in too many. And the original inner sleeve, that is $29.99. That's an OG gold stamp promo. Inner sleeve and insert, $29.99. The Jupiter Menace original motion picture soundtrack, $19.99. See Larry Fast Synergy on tour with Peter Gabriel. The Jupiter Menace coming to a theater near you, 1983. Really cool hype sticker on there with a Peter Gabriel mention. That is $19.99. And Carole King Speeding Time, $14.99. All right, final call on Motley Crue and final call on pros and cons. Woods is out on Motley Crue. That means Dwayne's at 121 and Roger Waters is at 80. I'm about to sell both of those in about 15 seconds. If you went on those, let me know. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. This is not 180 gram, as in the dozens we sell probably not every month, but we sold a lot of them last year. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits, that is $29.99. $29.99. Motorhead. This is a 2015 version. $29.99. This is 180 gram. Ace of Spades, 2015. $29.99 on that. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble is $19.99. Nice copy. And Yngwie Malmsteen, Rising Force, Marching Out, $34.99 on Yngwie. Nice copy of that. Where's all the comments at? It stopped for a second. I like it when there's a constant flow of comments. Roger Waters is sold to Arm Lozelle for $80. And Motley Crue is sold to $121 to Dwayne Sevilla. Those two auctions are gone. Those are gone. Next auctions. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go ahead and do this. We did one Motley Crue. We might as well do another, and we'll do a Japanese pressing of Journey, Escape, top copy. Top copy. All right. Let's see here. What was the vampire? The vampire was Nasafaf something. Ed just said it. We're going to call him the vampire. The original score. This is $64.99. $64.99 on that. Next comment was Pink Floyd, The Wall, or Dark Side of the Moon. If you're looking for originals, we may have some tonight. We always keep those in stock on new vinyl. Bob Corrier on NIV. Bob Corrier on NIV. That was what, Bob? INV. INV. What was that, Bob? And then Kevin Moore on Motorhead. Kevin Moore got Motorhead. Joe Beatty, the Yngwie was $34.99. $34.99. $34.99. So, next auction, let's go ahead and do this one. I think this is pretty special. Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, white label promo. He says, Bob Corrier says INV was Rising Force. Okay, I just didn't get that translation. So that's sold. For anybody who asked about this, it's already sold to Bob Corrier. Okay, Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, white label promo. This is near mint. Let me show you all the information here on it. It is a perfect copy. Truly is. White label promo, Theater of Pain. There's the LP. Has the inner sleeve that came with it. And there's the gold stamp. And it has the hype sticker too. It has the theater ticket hype sticker. That's an $85 start. Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, white label promo. A top copy. Styx, Kilroy was here. We auctioned off a Japanese pressing last night. This is a nice US, as in it looks like it's unplayed. $19.99. Joe Gabriel's at $85 on Motley Crue. Moscow on the Hudson soundtrack is $19.99. Sidewinders, Witch Doctor is $19.99. Queen, A Day at the Races, $34.99. Let's see what label this is on. That's the label I was talking about, the butterfly label, $34.99 on that. And the Ides of March vehicle. That's a great song. $19.99. Original green label Warner Brothers, $19.99 on the Ides of March vehicle. Okay, Motley Crue, $85.85. Jeff McMaster on S. That's probably for sticks. Jeff McMaster got sticks. Another $85 bill on Motley Crue, now $90. Jeff McMaster on SW. Well, I'll have to get a clarification from him now. There was also a Sidewinders album in here. So, Jeff, do you want sticks, Sidewinders, or both? If you're passing on sticks, then it's sold to Brandon Jackson. Larry Underhill was first to Queen, and vehicle is sold to Jeff McIntosh, Ides of March. It's a really good song. High bid on Motley Crue's 90, now 100. Jeff wants both. Okay, well, you have dibs on them. Next Japanese auction is Journey Escape. Top Japanese pressing. This is only a $35 start. Has the OB at the top, embossed cover, Japanese quality. Has a little bit of foxing on the inner sleeve there, what we call foxing or humidity spots. Very common on some of these Japanese pressings. Vinyl is near mint pristine. So near mint minus vinyl. There's the actual insert doesn't have any marks on it. The inner sleeve has some foxing. Nice cover with OB. This is a $35 start. Journey Escape. Journey Escape. All right. So high bid on Motley Crue's 110. Looking for a $35 start on that. Let's see. Dark Side of the Moon. Let me go ahead. This would be a good time to make an announcement too. Plus, you may want to go ahead and buy this version before it goes out of stock or out of print. I do have a bunch of them right now. Dark Side of the Moon is $38.99. Dark Side of the Moon is $38.99. If anybody wants a copy, one of the biggest announcements in the Pink Floyd probably catalog was made today. We will post the link for those on Facebook. They are making a super deluxe 50th anniversary Dark Side of the Moon box set. They're going to be $324.99. I've got a pre-order up. We've already sold about 10 of them, including the one I'm going to keep for myself. I look forward to getting it. I look forward to making a video, especially because it's going to be really cool. If you don't already have this version, here's what I understand they're doing. They are not releasing a 50th anniversary single standalone issue. They are just releasing the box set, and they're doing a live, the live album that's included with the box set, live at Wembley. They're going to release that by itself on the same street date. They are not releasing, from what I understand, a solo 50th anniversary Dark Side of the Moon. If you want this 2016 remaster, I probably have about 20 of them in stock. They are $38.99. Craig just shared our pre-order there. Thank you, Craig. $38.99 for Dark Side of the Moon if you don't have this already. The 50th anniversary comes out in 2 months. About 2 months from today. Michael Nath wants one, and so does Vicky Wiley. Those are $38.99. And then somebody asked about the wall. I think I've only got, I don't even have a copy up here. I have one copy of the wall left back on our back wall, and I'm pretty sure it's $46.99. But I don't have a copy up here. So, yes, they're doing a standalone. They're doing a standalone Dark Side or Dark Side of the Moon live at Wembley. But they're not doing just a 50th anniversary release of that. And Ed, we're going to need some more Dark Sides too, please. Okay, back to the Motley Crue. We're at 110 on Motley Crue. We had a $35 bid on Journey. Then we had a $40 bid on Journey. We have a $115 bid on Motley Crue, now $125. Michael Nath got a Pink Floyd. Vicky Wiley got a Pink Floyd. Joe Gabriel's at $130 on Motley Crue. Journey's at $45. And, yeah, that's the same thing. And $135. Linda Lamb also wants a Pink Floyd.
I think that's why it's
in a sleeve. Yeah. Yeah. We can give her another one. We got more right here. Yeah, Pink. This is my last copy of Pink Floyd The Wall. $49.99. Man, I tried not to ever run out of Pink Floyd albums. This is the last one I have, though, with The Wall. This is something we sell a lot more of in the store than I realize. I'm never really here in the store to see what we sell, but I walk by the Pink Floyd bin and I'm like, man, what happened to all those walls? And they're all gone. It's Pink Floyd. Plus originals and stuff like that, just not too easy to find. Donnie Haney, I will put up Led Zeppelin 3 next. Okay, so we have Emerson, Lake and Palmer, $19.99. Brain Salad Surgery. No one got ELO. Nice copy. It does have a little bit of writing. It's kind of camouflaged in black pen. That's a nice copy, though. New World Record. Autograph is $26.99. Kansas Mask is $19.99. Chet Atkins is $9.99. Jethro Tull live at Carnegie Hall. That's from the concerts from 1970. This was pressed in 2015, $34.99. Double Blue is sealed, $24.99. Rainbow, that's a 2015, 180 gram. That's $29.99. Secret Admirer soundtrack was $19.99, gold stamp promo. Cyndi Lauper, also a gold stamp promo with insert, $29.99. Okay, let's see here. Linda Lamb also wants the wall. I am now sold out of the wall. They're $49.99. Dark Side of the Moon is $38.99. $38.99. Okay, Journey. Timothy Jernigan is at $50 on Journey Escape Japanese press, and Clint Howard is out, so that's going once, going twice to Timothy Jernigan. Motley Crue's at $145 with Michael Ling. Calvin's at $150. Jim Anstant wants Rainbow. Gloria ELO is $19.99. Craig's at $55 on Journey, $152 on Motley Crue. The Jupiter Menace soundtrack is $19.99. Looks like an interesting movie. I might have to check that out. Has a Passport Records promo stamp on the back. $19.99. Carole King, Speeding Time, $14.99. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. This is an OG. I told y'all we don't get a lot of these in. This is normally gone. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. Perfect copy. Really cool inner sleeve too. Do I need to read the track list to remind you of some of Aerosmith's greatest hits? As in Dream On, Same Old Song and Dance, Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way, Last Child, Back in the Saddle, Come Together. ELO is sold to Gloria. We have Carole King sold to Michael Nath, and Joe Gabriel gets Aerosmith. That's a good copy. Those are sold and sold. We are still bidding on Motley Crue and Journey. High bid on the Motley Crue white label promo is $155 with Calvin Ward, and Journey Escape is at $55 with Craig. Who else was bidding? Timothy Jernigan. Let me know if you're in or out on that. We have REO Speedwagon, $19.99. The Vampire Score soundtrack was $64.99, and Moscow on the Hudson soundtrack, $19.99. Jimmy bundle. There wasn't any Jimmy in here, was there? Where do you see Jimi Hendrix at? All right, so let's grab a new crate. I've got more new vinyl to show. Did I bring those over here, or are they still over there? One more record as a bot now. I was going to auction this, but I'll go ahead and sell it. This is Vinnie Vincent Invasion. It's a near mint copy with inner sleeve, $39.99 on that. I have too much to auction. That was going to go up, but it is now sold. I think I got one more crate of new vinyl over here. I do. I got one more crate of new arrivals, and this has some pretty good stuff in it. There's some MoFi stuff in here I haven't had before. Alrighty. He is out on Journey, so 15 seconds left on Journey now. Timothy's out. Journey's at $55 with Craig Proper. Don't Stop Believing, $55 to Craig Proper. He's going to believe no one's going to outbid him. And let's see here. Motley Crue, $157. Motley Crue, $162. Everything in that last crate, Ted, I'm going to keep it sticker price for right now. What we did last night is really late, like at midnight. We went back through some stuff, and I did a little bit of discounting if you were buying some extras, but most of these tonight are going to be pretty firm sticker price. Tom Sheeter against Vinnie Vincent. Ted, you were second. Motley Crue, $163. Vinnie Vincent, Brandon was third. Bob was fourth. Bob was fifth. $164. Okay, Journey is sold. Journey is sold for $55 to Craig Proper. The Obi just fell off. It's okay, though. All right. Where is Led Zeppelin 3? We just cleaned that one. Ed was in this crate? Okay. That was one Ed just cleaned. Donnie is highly interested in bidding on this. Yes, this is a nice copy. It is a 77 repress. It's a gatefold pressing of Led Zeppelin 3. Has the very cool turn wheel. Led Zeppelin had some cool covers, didn't they? Look at that. There's John Bottom. There's John Bottom. Let's see what we got here. Just an original Atlantic Company sleeve. Near mint minus on the vinyl. It is a 77. It is a 77 press, 5-digit. That's a $30 start. Led Zeppelin 3, $30 start on that. 77, nice copy. We have a pristine Motley Crue white label promo over here. We have some people still battling it out. I think we've had probably a dozen different bidders on it. Right now it's Michael and Calvin, 167 to Calvin. Primus and the Chocolate Factory with the Fungi Ensemble. A twisted reimagining of the 1971 classic on limited edition golden vinyl wrapped in a deluxe golden jacket. $41.99 for Primus. Primus and the Chocolate Factory, $41.99. So we had volume 1 earlier. This is volume 2. Stranger Things season 4, the score music. This is $44.99. This is Vince's Red World on transparent red with blue marbled colored gatefold. Very nice. So we got volume 1 and 2 if you want those pairs. Those are $44.99. Next, so that's Stranger Things season 4. We got Whiskey Myers Firewater. I did have a waiting list for this. Whiskey Myers Firewater is sold to Jamie Butler, and I have another one if anybody wants one. Jamie, yours is in. I have that available for anybody else for $28.99. New release, UFO No Heavy Petting. These are $44.99. This is a 2013 remaster 3LP on clear vinyl. 3LP on this, $44.99. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Led Zeppelin, 35, 35, 40, 40, 41, now 42. Motley Crue, 180. Brian Hummel wants Primus. We have UFO, Whiskey Myers, and Twisted. Twisted Wicked, $33.99. I didn't know what this was, so I didn't order it. Doug ordered it, and I saw it. And when it came in, I saw it was from the 90s. I was like, this will probably be popular. New release. I didn't know what it was, and we found out it was hardcore. What did he say? Horror. What was the adjectives or genre Doug used? Horror, hardcore, something like that. But this is a new release, 25th anniversary, and it may be the first time it was on vinyl, but I'm not for sure. $33.99. Twisted Wicked. I'm sure if there is an original of this, 1997, that's not cheap. Horrorcore. That's what I was looking for, Anthony. $33.99 on Twisted. I have 3 of those available. Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull one for Anthony. I have 2 left. High bid on Led Zeppelin right now. Donnie Haney is at $46, and Motley Crue still getting fought over. Slaughter, Stick It To You. This is Friday music. This should be on gold or red vinyl. I can't remember, but they've done gold and red. I think these are gold. Slaughter, Stick It To You, $44.99. $44.99. Brent, you already have a Whiskey Myers. I've already got you down for one. Linda Lamb says she'll take the other one. And Brian needs to pass on the Primus. Aqualung, Jethro Tull. This is the Steven Wilson remix. This is still the Rhino exclusives. These were still in stock. $28.99. Aqualung, the 2011 Steven Wilson, and they say that is the go-to version of that. I only have one of them, $28.99. Primus is still available, $41.99. This is a new release, I believe. I'm pretty sure it had a new street date. Dire Straits, that is the green vinyl, 2LP. The Bob Ludwig cut by Bernie Grundman. Essentially, Dire Straits' greatest hits. It's phenomenal, $49.99. That's on green vinyl. Dire Straits is $49.99. All right, final call on Led Zeppelin. Final call on Led Zeppelin. Donnie Haney's at $46, going twice, going 3 times. Preston Rogers, I will get you down on a waiting list for Whiskey Myers. And Jim Anstant wants Jethro Tull. That's sold to Jim Anstant. I do. I order 2 or 3 at a time, and we sell them. And so I need to order about a dozen of them. Because I've ordered those, I don't know how many times consecutively now. After every show, we always have a waiting list. Howlin' Wolf is $38.99. That is a music on vinyl pressing. Howlin' Wolf, the Rockin' Chair album, $38.99. Preston takes Dire Straits. Led Zeppelin 3 is sold to Donnie Haney for $46. $46. Now, the other request was a striper. Japanese pressing. I didn't know we had a striper Japanese pressing. We don't. There is no striper Japanese pressing. That's what I thought. There's been, I forgot who, Trey was asking for that, but I did not see that. Sherry Darnell wants the Howlin' Wolf. Now, I see that Preston's watching, and I think last time he was interested in this, and so was somebody else, and then I auctioned it kind of late. I forgot about it. So I've got another one. It's a near mint Japanese pressing of the soundtrack recordings from the film Jimi Hendrix. It's a gatefold Japanese pressing. It does have some of that foxing inside the gatefold. We have the booklet with it, and both LPs are near mint Japanese, pristine quality. This is a $65 start. 2 LP with the booklet. The jacket's really nice. Like I said, in the gatefold here does have some of that discoloration just in that one spot right here. Other than that, nice obi, nice jacket. Hendrix is a $65 start. Soundtrack recordings from the film. Let's see here. Just joined which crew? Up for bid. No one has said out yet. Michael Ling is at $200. We have Motley Crue, Theater of Pain. This is a white label promo with hype sticker. Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, white label promo with hype sticker. Gold stamp promo on the back, has the inner sleeve. It's a nice copy. That is at $200 with Michael Ling, going once, going twice. I'm waiting for Calvin to say out, and then I'll wrap it up even more. Hendrix is a $65 start. Gloria's in. Michael Nath, I will put you on the waiting list for Jimi Hendrix. Queens of the Stone Age, Like Clockwork. This is newly recut from the original masters. For this limited edition red vinyl reissue, $38.99. $38.99. Queens of the Stone Age, $38.99. Robert Plant, Lullaby and the Ceaseless War. That has the CD with it. That's $36.99. I've got one copy of Jackal, music on vinyl. Jackal self-titled, $38.99. And this was a special request for Hendry, and I went ahead and ordered another one, as I do with most special requests, and this is Herman Brood and His Wild Romance, Go Nuts. Limited edition, $750 on yellowed vinyl. That is $38.99 for Herman Brood. Okay, Glory's a 65. Pure Paraleague on deck. Can you put up the Police album part 1? Are you talking about the Japanese press? If so, we auctioned that. Ted Mindpiece wants Queens of the Stone Age. Michael Nath wants Aqualung. Yes, Aqualung. We got that. Chris Kirkley on Robert Plant. Calvin's back in on Motley Crue at 205. It took him a couple moments, but he says he's back in. A restock from MoFi. Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs, Bob Dylan. Another side of Bob Dylan. This is a 2LP, 45 RPM. They only made 3,000 of these. This is number 2417. That is $69.99. Bob Dylan, another side of Bob Dylan. 2LP, 45 RPM, MoFi pressing. That is $69.99. The other one is Kane. So Glad You Made It. This has got a really weird cover. Really strange cover. $38.99 for Kane. So Glad You Made It. Limited edition, 500 copies on blue vinyl. Kane is $38.99. Green Letter Outlandos. Okay, I still have that. Michael Nath takes a Bob Dylan. That's sold to Michael Nath. I have one more available of those. John Sheehan wants a Slaughter from earlier. I now have one of those left. And Jay Giles, The Morning After. That's a MoFi pressing. Jay Giles, The Morning After. That's $49.99. And Hendry, both yours came in. I got an extra copy if anybody's interested in that. These were special orders for Hendry, Kane, and Herman Brood. I got an extra one just to see if anybody else had any interest. And the new release this week, or one of the new releases from Rhino, Start Your Ear Off Right. This is the B-52's Whammy. This is on limited edition splatter vinyl. Whammy, the B-52s, $29.99. I only have 2 B-52s. Only got 2 of those. All right, Preston is in on Jimi Hendrix. Gloria, you have been outbid. Preston's at $68, going once, going twice. Michael Ling is back in on Motley Crue at $208. We are, both B-52s are sold. Jerry Stone and Walt Cruz. If anybody else wants one of those, let me know. I'll probably order more. Track list, the hits are Legal Tender, Song for a Future Generation, and Whammy Kiss. And I will get more of those probably, so if anybody wants one whenever they come in, just let me know. Calvin says he's out on Motley Crue. Looks like it's down to Michael Ling, Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, white label promo, has the theater ticket hype sticker, gold stamp on the back, near mint minus vinyl, original inner sleeve. High bid on that is $208, going once, going twice to Michael Ling. Adam Stein wants Queens of the Stone Age. Brent, if you decide you want to B-52s, let me know. I'll get you on the next shipment that will come in. Queens of the Stone Age to Adam Stein. Gloria's back in on Jimi Hendrix at 69. Is the Rumors to your left 33 or 45? This is a 33. I do have a 45 in stock, I believe. I do have a 45 RPM in stock, I think. Philip is also in on Jimi Hendrix at 70. And Rush is already sold. Final call on Motley Crue. I'm about to get a new auction started. So here's the only stuff left from this bin. The Stranger Things 4 score. That is $44.99 Volume 2. We also have Volume 1. The new UFO Remaster Deluxe Edition, clear vinyl, $44.99. Twisted Wicked, $33.99. Slaughter, $44.99. That's either on red or gold vinyl. Primus and the Chocolate Factory, $41.99. Last copy of Dire Straits, I have Money for Nothing on green vinyl. That is $49.99. Jackal, $38.99. Herman Brood, $38.99. Kane is $38.99. The last, Another Side of Bob Dylan, 2 LP, $69.99. And Jay Giles, The Morning After. That's a MoFi copy, $49.99. All right, Mr. Ling, you get Motley Crue, Theater of Pain, white label promo, $208. That's sold to you. We've now got 4 bidders on Jimi Hendrix. Brian C. is at 75. Time for a new auction. I'll do Pure Prairie League after Jimi Hendrix sells. I'm going to go ahead and put up the Bullet Boys. This is a nice copy. Bullet Boys, is this a promo as well? Let's see here. Not a gold stamp promo. This is top copy though. $35 start on Bullet Boys. As in, it looks like it's unplayed. Near mint minus, original inner sleeve as you can see. Crisp and flat. Also on the cover as well. Very nice. $35 start on that. That is our next auction. Bullet Boys. Very, very nice copy of that. Jimi Hendrix at 75. And we have Darren Wants a Jackal. I have sold a bunch of these. This is probably top 25, one of our best-selling music on vinyl titles. I just don't have a lot in stock right now. Okay, multiple bidders on Bullet Boys. Let me grab a crate of new vintage arrivals from the Arkansas purchases. I'll go back through more new vinyl in just a second. And we got a whole tub over here of auctions. And I've got a whole bunch more tubs of new arrivals to show you. Alrighty, so these are new arrivals. So here's some Rush. Well, I'll auction those later. I've got lots of stuff. It's overwhelming, isn't it, Ed? I've got records scattered everywhere where I was checking matrices before the show, and we were listening to records, and they're stacked everywhere. So we got a lot more stuff. If you're watching now, we're going to be live again tomorrow night, which is Friday, and we're going to be live again Saturday night with stuff just like this all over again from these collections. All right, Bullet Boys is now at 50. John Lang's at 50 on Bullet Boys. Jimi Hendrix is at 78. We have how much on Rumors? Rumors is $31.99. That's a 180 gram remaster. Okay, new vintage arrivals. James Taylor's Greatest Hits, $34.99. Philip is at 80 on Jimi Hendrix. James Taylor's Greatest Hits, Something in the Way She Moves. Carolina in My Mind, Fire and Rain, Sweet Baby James, Country Road, You've Got a Friend, Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight, Walking Man. How Sweet It Is. Mexico, Shower the People, and Steamroller. Vicky wants Rumors. That's sold to Vicky. James Taylor's at $34.99. Richard's at $55 on Bullet Boys. Supertramp, Even in the Quietest of Moments. This one has one of my favorites, which is Give a Little Bit. Nice copy. Supertramp, Even in the Quiet of Moments. Head East, Getting Lucky. $19.99. Head East, Getting Lucky. And Head East, I think this one's just technically self-titled. So Jimi Hendrix is now at 85 with Preston Rogers, and the Bullet Boys is at 57. Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant. This is $19.99. Talk about a near mint copy of that. Let's see. Supertramp is $19.99, Jeff McMaster. Even in the quietest of moments, $19.99. Rush tees. Yeah, basically what I was going to say is I've got more 200-gram Rush. I don't know if I'll do them tonight because they weren't really featured. I'll have a whole nother crate of stuff. I think we do have one other Rush album I pulled. It's in that stack, maybe right there. And we got a really unique Beatles album. You'll have to just see it. It's nothing... I'd say in the Beatles collectability rank, it's not ultra rare, but it's a cool novelty. You'll just have to see it. I'll put it up for auction. Brent Hall on Arlo Guthrie. Brent K, that's already sold. It's sold to Brent Hall. Phillips at 90 on Jimi Hendrix. Genesis Abacab, $19.99 for that. And MCA Spring Sampler, AOR Pop. This is $24.99, 1984 promotional release only. Some of the artists are Tracy Ullman, Real Life, In Games, Chameleons UK, Nick Kershaw, Frankie and the Knockouts, Tony Carey, Van Stevenson, Rod Falconer, Joe Eli, and the Ravens. That's $24.99. Urban Cowboy soundtrack, $19.99. This one usually has a lot of wear on it. This one's not too bad. $19.99. John Lang back in on the Bullet Boys at $58. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, Two of a Kind, $19.99. Staying Alive soundtrack is $19.99. And Amy Grant in Concert, Volume 2. Amy Grant, $9.99. There was a lot of Amy Grant. I don't know, we don't put her stuff out a lot, but if somebody's interested, I'll work the other ones out. There was like 7 Amy Grant albums. Please Stand By, $19.94, $9.99. And Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits. Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits, $9.99. Preston, back in on Jimi Hendrix at $92. Calvin, back in on Bullet Boys at $60. Michael Nath wants Amy Grant. A couple classic soundtracks in there. Staying Alive and Two of a Kind and Urban Cowboy. Lee Ritenour, this is a Nautilus Super Disc. Lee Ritenour, that one's called Rit, $36.99. Clint Howard on Olivia Newton-John, Greatest Hits, that's sold to Clint Howard. John Lang's out on the Bullet Boys, Rage, Nice and Dirty. I thought this one would be a little bit more pricier, but it's not. $19.99 for Rage, Nice and Dirty. I thought that might be some kind of band cover too. That's very questionable. $19.99. And Daniel Amos Doppelganger. That is $24.99. Okay, Phillips out on Jimi Hendrix. Jeff McMaster is sold on Supertramp. Jeff McMaster is sold on Supertramp. John Lang wants Rage. He put Tage and then Brenda was second. John Lang wants Rage. Okay, Bullet Boys. So I think we got somebody out on that. Calvin Ward is at 60 on Bullet Boys. Nice copy. That's going once, going twice. Phillips out on Jimi Hendrix. The Japanese pressing of the soundtrack over here. That's at $92 for Preston Rogers. That's going once, going twice. Those two are up for auction. Final call on that. Brandon Jackson, you were third on Rage. Chris Gleason on the Ritenour Super Disc. That's sold to Chris Gleason. And Sherry Darnell wants the Urban Cowboy. We're not done on Jimmy. Brian's in at 95. Final call, though, on the Bullet Boys. Montrose. Ronnie Montrose, Sammy Hagar, $19.99. Last I checked, this one was nice. It is. Montrose, $19.99. Against All Odds. Well, this has got stickers all over it. This is a gold stamp promo sticker, and hype sticker. $19.99. Top copy. It's always good when you buy a collection from somebody who worked at a radio station. They usually got nice records because they got free promos or a radio station or a record store. And if they just took them home and kept them and never really listened to them, then they're kind of preserved. They're just kind of just there. Alabama, 40-hour week. Alabama is $9.99. John Lang was first to Montrose. Joe Sloop was second. I just came over here to check the bid on Bullet Boys, and we got a new bid. Jamie Butler's at $61. I was about to scroll up and sell it to Calvin Ward. Jamie Butler's in at 61. Calvin's back in at 63. And Preston's back in on Jimi Hendrix at 97. The Babies Anthology, $19.99. The Babies Anthology and Night Ranger Dawn Patrol. Just when I think they're done, they start back up. Nice copy of this, as in Near Mint Minus. This one, look, is this a promo? when I say gold stamp promo, there's a lot of records out there that are promotional copies that don't necessarily have a white label. It helps tremendously in value if the label's white. However, there's a lot of records out there that are promo copies that there never was a white label. And they don't necessarily have to have a white label. Some of them say, you know, they'll be the normal, but they'll have a promo mark on them. And I don't know, like a record like this, I don't know if there is a promo label, but this is definitely a promo copy. I just don't know if it's a promo label. That's 1999 Phil Collins. All right, so Brian, let me know if you're in or out on Jimmy, and they're still bidding on Bullet Boys. Best of Lighthouse, 1999. Lighthouse, Best of Lighthouse, 1999. Player, Baby Come Back, 1999. One Hit Wonder. A lot of people had the 45. Some people bought the album. Boy, this looks just this looks unplayed. I think a lot of these are unplayed. And you'll see if you end up with some of these that I pull out and kind of look at, and I tell you that, you'll see what I'm talking about. Ooh. If I don't drop the cover in the meantime. I saved player, though. I was trying to... I hate when these inner sleeves, even though it's just a standard, I hate it when they get folded over like that. Okay, Stacy gets player. Jimmy and Bullet Boy still getting bids. Players unplayed. That's right. Amy Grant, My Father's Eyes. Amy Grant, $9.99. And Jimmy Hots. I'm going to say Jimmy Hots. Beyond the Crystal Sea. Boy, what a cover. That is $49.99. $49.99. Never have seen that before. $49.99. Bullet Boys 70. Jimi Hendrix 100. Night Ranger is $26.99. It's a top near mint copy of Dawn Patrol. Jeff McMaster gets Alabama. I was waiting for somebody to buy that. I haven't had some Alabama in a while. Bullet Boys is at 72. Brian's out on Jimi Hendrix, and Jeff McMaster wants this right here, the Jimmy Hots. Pass. Never mind. Hots or Hots? I'm going to say it's Hots. Muhammad Ali, The Greatest, $19.99. And the DeGarmo and Key Band, $14.99. All right, I think, let me see here. We're going to pause and make sure we're done on these auctions. Jimi Hendrix, the last bid, hit the $100 mark. Preston Rogers, $100. Bullet Boys is at 72 with Calvin Ward. Jamie says he's out, and then Brian says he's out. 72 and 100, going twice, going three times. Brandon Jackson wants Night Ranger. If somebody else bids, you're welcome to, but you better do it in the next 15 seconds, which will turn into 30. Jimmy Smith, Sit on It. That is $29.99. Promo copy. Jimmy Smith, Sit on It, or gold stamp promo. Let me show all three of these at the same time. We have Rocky 2, and Rocky 3. $19.99, $34.99, and $19.99. We don't get Rocky 2 as much as Rocky and Rocky 3. That's kind of the missing link there. And that is 19, 35, 34, and 19 on those. So I'm showing those in case anybody wants to buy all three. All right, Bullet Boys is sold to Calvin Ward for $72, and Preston Rogers gets Jimi Hendrix for $100. Wild Cherry has not been put up for auction yet. I was just going to straight price it, but Michael, you make the third person who's asked about it twice during the live and one via message, so I guess we'll have to auction it. Tommy, I'm going to put this up for bid, but it's a VG copy. It's not the best condition for a Japanese pressing. This is Pure Prairie League Firing Up. It's still got a really killer cover with the Obi, but this is in VG condition. It's got a pretty noticeable scuff here, definitely a non-feeler. And then side one here, it has just unusual stray scuff marks for a Japanese pressing. $15 start on this. Pure Prairie League Firing Up. It is a VG copy. $15 start. Let's see. Jake Rogers says, how much are all three Rockies? And then Jeff Johnson says, I'll take the Rockies. So that means Jake, let's see. Jake, if you want them, they're $19.99, $34.99, and $19.99. If you want them, they're yours. If not, Jeff Johnson wants all three of them. Pure Prairie League's at $15. The Muppet Movie soundtrack, $24.99. And Bette Midler in Divine Madness, $9.99. Tyler, I found out that the Star Wars has a little bit of cover damage, but I still will put it up for auction if you're interested in it or anybody else. I will put it up for auction. Okay, let's do the Kiss Alive. Let me find it. This one's nice. And we got the Toto picture disc. Jake says he can have them. Yes, Porno for Pyros sold for $185, I think. So all three Rockies are sold to Jeff Johnson. Ed said Kiss Alive 2 was nice. Let's take a look at it. Inside the book are the tattoos. Thank you. So we have the Evolution of Kiss book that came with this, and the tattoos should be right here. Full sheet, unused. Kiss tattoos. I can imagine just how cool that would have been getting that as a kid. There's so many people I have told me they've got this at Christmas for a Christmas gift as a kid. Nice copy, just minor shelf wear on the cover, you know, just it's not gem mint, but just a little bit of shelf wear. Overall, as you can see, it presents very well. It is not worn out by no means. Has the original inner sleeves, and yes, the vinyl is nice, unusually nice for a Kiss Alive or a Kiss Alive 2. Yes, this is as far as condition, this will be the best condition Kiss record we have tonight. Yeah, that right there looks really nice. All right, so 2 LP gatefold book with stickers. We're going to start that for a $45 start. Kiss Alive 2. Kiss Alive 2. $45 start. Of course, I could probably say $1. I have a feeling where I know where it's going to end up. Kiss Alive 2. Nice copy. Booklet and tattoos. Gatefold. I'm going to call the vinyl EX++ to Near Mint Minus. I hardly ever call a Kiss record Near Mint Minus, but that thing's pretty close to it. Okay, back up to the top. Rest in peace, David Crosby. Yes, David Crosby passed away today. So I came out of the dentist, checked my phone. There it was. I was like, oh my gosh. Of course, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, one of my favorite and most important groups in my musical journey history. So the trio, one of them is no longer with us. That one was, I was like, wow, because I never got to see them in concert. My uncle went like 5 or 6 years ago, last time they played at the Ryman. It might have been even longer than that. I regret not going. The Muppets is sold to Matthew Christ. Tyler's still interested in that. Okay, we have 17 on Pure Prairie League, 18 on Pure Prairie League, 20 on Pure Prairie League. Let's see, Kiss 60, 45, 45, 50, 75, 50, 65, 80, and now 70. All right, so Pure Prairie League, where was we at on this? Tommy Flowers is at 20. This is a VG copy. It's a Japanese press. Tommy Flowers is at 20. Mark's at 21. So we have 2 bidders on that. We got a bunch of bidders on Kiss. These are new vintage arrivals in this crate. Sticker price. The King of Comedy soundtrack, $19.99. Peter Frampton, Premonition, that is $19.99. The Hall & Oates collection. This is a Holland, from Hall & Oates. This is a Holland compilation. It's got some really good stuff on it, though. All their hits. That is $19.99. The Hall & Oates collection. Adrenaline, Don't Be Looking Back is $9.99 for Adrenaline. Van Halen, Fair Warning. Nice copy. Original inner sleeve. Really, really clean vinyl. This is a nice copy of Fair Warning from this collection we just got in. And this one's nice. $44.99. If you need a nice OG clean near mint copy of that, you should buy that. Huey Lewis and the News picture disc, $24.99. This is sports. It's a picture disc. Has the hype sticker in the original plastic. $24.99. $24.99 on that Huey Lewis picture disc. Okay, Pure Prairie League, 21, 22, Kiss 70, Kiss 85, Mark's out on Pure Prairie League, Chasing Heart on YouTube, which is Tommy Flowers, has that for $22. That's going twice, going 3 times. Stacy Brown takes the Hall & Oates. Richard Davis on the Adrenaline. Rob Scheffler, you were second on Hall & Oates. Grant Peltzer takes the Huey Lewis picture disc. And David Howard, you were second. Queen Live Killer, $64.99. I was going to auction this, but like I said, too much to auction. $64.99, nice copy. Queen Live Killers 2 LP with the original inner sleeves. 1968 sessions, Billy Joel and the Hassles. This is $29.99. It's an official. It's EMI Australia, $29.99 for Billy Joel and the Hassles, 1968 sessions. It looks like a bootleg, but it's not. Donald Fagen, Walter Becker, and Denny Diaz, motion picture to, this is $39.99. You Gotta Walk It Like You Talk It. That's $39.99. And we have Trapeze, $34.99 on the Threshold label, the Moody Blues label. $34.99 Threshold. All right, we can go ahead and sell Pure Prairie League to Tommy Flowers for $22. Update on the Kiss record. Update on the Kiss record. Jeff McMaster is at $95. This is an OG. It's a gatefold, of course. It has the tattoos and booklet. Very clean vinyl. High bid on that is $95. $95 Jeff McMaster. And Michael Nath wants the Billy Joel sessions. That's sold to him. Clint Howard's at $100 on Kiss. And David Trahan wants Primus and the Chocolate Factory. That was from our new vinyl tonight. It's right here. Let's sell that to David Trahan. David Trahan. That's sold to David. Okay. New auction. There's a lot. Let's see what I got over here cleaned and sleeved and ready to sell. Somebody asked about this police earlier. It was kind of just flipped by me. So I've seen a lot of copies of Atlandos D or more. I don't think I've ever seen one in green lettering. There's a lot more red than any color, but just like a lot of police covers, it's not anything super rare. It's just, to me, unusual because I normally see red. But they did make the lettering, the police, and what'd you say, Ed, 4 different colors? 4 different colors. This is, and we determined this was what, like a VG plus? Yeah, this is a VG/VG plus on the vinyl. $10 start on the police. This is their first album with Roxanne and I Can't Stand Losing You. VG plus on the vinyl. Green lettering, though, kind of, I just don't see that one as often as I do the red. $10 start on the police. It's a VG plus. Kiss is at 100. Kiss is at 105. Still some really good records in here. Let me run through some of these one more time. We have James Taylor's Greatest Hits, $34.99. Awesome compilation. Those usually don't stay around too long. Wolves Council, Queen, is still available. It is $64.99, 1979. Can't believe no one grabbed this. That was one of those like, should I auction it? Should I not? But it's straight priced. It's yours if you want it. Head East, Getting Lucky, is $19.99. We have Head East self-titled, $19.99. Genesis Abacab is $19.99. Spring Sampler AOR Pop from MCA, $24.99, 2 LP, and Two of a Kind soundtrack, Olivia and John Travolta, $19.99. Where are we at on Kiss? I don't want us to overlook it. Jeff McMaster was at 105. Clint Howard, you were at 100. Jeff McMaster's at 105. Then the police, we had 10. Wolves Council does want the Queen record. That's sold to Wolves Council. 12 on the police. 12, 15. Clint is out on Kiss. So going once, going twice for 105. Police 15, 20, 13, 25. 16, Vicky Wiley wants James Taylor's Greatest Hits. The Trapeze record is Glenn Hughes on vocals, bass vocals. Did not know that. Thank you, Richard. Jeannie out on the police. Brian C. says, I'll take Van Halen. Is that Brian Clark? Who is that? Or is that a new buyer? Brian C., are you a regular with us or are you new? Let me know, Brian C. Might be Brian. I know a Brian Clark. I don't know. Let me know, Brian, on that. So thank you. We'll figure out who you are in just a second. The Police 27. The Police 27, 17. Police 30. Police out 32, 18. New customer. Okay, we will copy and paste you a link. I can do it right now. Do you want me to do that right quick, Tanner? Okay. So Tanner is going to share a link on the YouTube feed so you can click on it. It will be a link to our website where you can fill out a new buyer information. If you're on Facebook, you can just message our Facebook page. But if you don't have Facebook, we have a link, a form on our website you can fill out. There it is. You click that, you put your name, your address, your email, and put first-time buyer. That will automatically ping us your information, and we will invoice you on Monday. We bill for $7 unlimited shipping every Monday. We have 5 to 6 live sales a week, usually Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. If we do that, that's 6 nights. You can buy all week. It's $7 and limited shipping. $7 and limited shipping. And that's for that week, and then it resets, and then the next week. Most people have a package coming to their house every week because we have so many sales, and I'd like to think that we have really good records. KISS is at 110. The police is at 35. The police also at 35. KISS at 115. KISS is at 120. So the high bid on the police, Michael Bohannon was in first, Arm Lazelle. Michael Bohannon was in first at $35. So you're out, and Jeff, you're out on KISS. Tom Sheeter has that for 120. Derek Clark wants the trapeze if it's a gatefold. It is. It is a gatefold. Trapeze. Glenn Hughes, Dave Holland. And this is a nice copy. It is nice. That is sold to Derek Clark. Did we get information from him? He was a new buyer. Derek, have you messaged us yet? I knew you were new the other night. You were claiming some stuff, but I'm going to make sure you message us. All right. Tom's out on KISS. Jeff's at 125. The police, we'll sell that, or we'll check that in just a second. Okay. Staying Alive soundtrack, $19.99. 1994, please stand by, $9.99. Daniel Amos is $24.99. The Babies Anthology is $19.99. The Babies Anthology. Phil Collins, Against All Odds, is $19.99. Best of Lighthouse. Best of Lighthouse. That is $19.99. Amy Grant, My Favorite, My Father's Eyes. That's $9.99. Jimmy Hotz is what I'm going to call it. $49.99. Muhammad Ali, The Greatest. That's $19.99. The DeGarmo and Key Band, $14.99. Jimmy Smith, Sit On It, $29.99. Okay, final call on Kiss Alive. That is 125 with Jeff McMaster. 125 with Jeff McMaster. And R.M. Lazelle and Michael Bohannon still bidding on the police. Bette Midler in Divine Madness, $9.99. The King of Comedy is $19.99. Peter Frampton is $19.99. I can't believe no one's bought Donald Fagen and Walter Becker yet. That is $39.99. Doctor's Ebo wants the Muhammad Ali record. That's sold to Doctor's Ebo. We can go ahead and sell Kiss to Jeff McMaster for $125. That's sold to him. Oh, I better not lose that sticker sheet, do I? That's like $75 right there. That's sold to Jeff McMaster for $125. Michael Bohannon's out on the police. R.M. Lazelle has that for $40. That's about a VG copy and VG Plus, but kind of, to me, unusual green lettering on that. It's not something I see when I have copies of that come through. $40 to R.M. Lazelle. All righty. Let's see what we've got. Let me see here. I've got to move a few crates out. So final call on that. Let me condense a couple crates together. Let's see what we got here. Let's move some of these over here. Yeah, most of them are red. Kind of unusual. About to put up some new auctions. Let's put these in here. Y'all are kind of wiping out these bins. There's not much left in them. That's a good thing, right, Tanner? That's a good thing. Empty crates. Look how nice. All right, the police is sold to R.M. Lazelle for $40. Next auctions. Let's do, let's see here. I can't remember what someone's really told me recently. Yeah, right here, this Toto. And I really hadn't got to do a lot of research on this, but I'm just going to put it up and see the capital thing there. But this is, I'll read you the hype sticker. It says, double feature, limited edition picture disc featuring the record of the year, Rosanna, and the #1 hit single, Africa, from the Grammy award-winning album of the year, Toto 4. This is a really cool picture disc. It's shaped like Africa, and one side is Rosanna, and the other, this side's Rosanna, that side's Africa. Very, very cool. Africa Toto picture disc. That is a $15 start. $15 start on that. This is Metal Sampler. If I've had this before, I wasn't familiar, but This is probably definitely something that came from working at this guy's, where he worked at a record store. It is near mint, and it's got a lot of music on it. It's got 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, it's got 10 songs on it. Hard Attack 84, Hard Rock Sampler, Side 1, Iron Maiden, Helix, Wasp, Queensryche. That's hard to say 3 times. Metal Sampler, Iron Maiden, 2 Minutes After Midnight, Aces High, Wasp, I Want to Be Somebody, Queensryche, Warning. Pretty cool. The Metal Sampler, $25 start. Hard Attack 84, promotional copy, not for sale, $25 start on that. $25 start on that. I knew it was a pretty good piece. Ed just showed me the Discogs on Toto. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. Okay. I'm going to show... Let's go ahead and go through this bin right here. Next bin of new vintage arrivals. Next bin of new vintage arrivals. Lots of people bidding on the metal compilation and Toto. And we got some good stuff in this crate, as usual. New vintage arrivals, as marked. We have Emerson, Lake & Palmer, Tarkus, $19.99 for Emerson, Lake & Palmer Tarkus. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is $14.99, Brand New Day. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Brand New Day, that is $14.99. Weather Report, $8.30, $29.99. Weather Report, $8.30, $29.99. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. Lee Aaron, the Lee Aaron Project, picture disc. Very interesting, $49.99. Lee Aaron, the Lee Aaron Project, $49.99. And Stampeder's Sweet City Woman. Stampeder's Sweet City Woman, $24.99. $24.99. Sweet City Woman, Stampeder's. Weather Report, Heavy Weather. That is $24.99 for Weather Report. And Balls of Fire, Black Oak, Arkansas. $19.99 for Black Oak, Arkansas. Balls of Fire. All right, let's get an update on our auctions. I put the Toto Africa picture disc up. We had bids of 15, 20, 30, 35, 25, 40, 45, 50. Grant Peltzer is at 50 on the Toto picture disc. Grant Peltzer's high bidder on that, $50. And then the Capitol Metal compilation, we had bids of 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. And I think we've had like 5 people bid 25. Who was first? Matthew Christ. I don't see anybody bidding higher than 25. Matthew Christ is at 25 on that. Yep, he's at 25. Okay, and then next was Richard Davis on Lee, the Lee Aaron picture disc. That's sold to Richard Davis. Doctors Ebo on the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Vicky Wiley on Black Oak, Arkansas. And Stephen Roberts is at 51 on Toto. Dwayne's at 30 on the Metal Sampler. Split Ends, True Colors, $19.99. This one is laser etched. It's really cool if you hadn't seen that. Very, very cool etching on these. $19.99. Split Ends with a laser etching. Mom's Apple Pie is $39.99 with the uncensored cover. Diodato Prelude, theme from 2001 Space Oddities on there, $19.99. Miles Davis, live at the Plugged Nickel, $39.99. Miles Davis, live at the Plugged Nickel. This is $39.99. We have Johnny the Fox, Thin Lizzy, $34.99. Johnny the Fox, Thin Lizzy, great album. Fantastic. $34.99. I hadn't had an original of that in quite some time. Tangerine Dream, Cyclone is $19.99. And Dark Orchid, Sammy Nastico. This is $19.99. Okay, back up to the top. Metal compilation, 30, 28, 26, 55 on Toto, Metal 33, Metal 37. Stacy Metternich wants the Split Ends. That's sold to Stacy Metternich. Axel Horn on Miles Davis. Brent said SWR SE bundle. That was Split Ends. Okay. No, I'm going to keep, well, I might have to retract that. Everything right now, I'm going to keep it sticker price for right now. So Brent, I guess technically, if you want Split Ends, it's yours at $19.99. If not, it's sold to Stacy And then I still got Weather Report. So that's sold to Brent if he wants it. If not, it goes to Stacy. Axel Horn gets Miles Davis. Victor was second. And we have Greg Preston, Thin Lizzy. Same thing. Everything's sticker price. So in this spin, everything is sticker price. Chili Whack Breakdown in Paradise is $14.99. And Tower of Power Direct is $64.99. I've never seen that. Oh, it's direct disc recording, limited edition. Sheffield Lab 17. That's why it's an audio file pressing. Tower of Power. That is $64.99. Also, so Brent, same thing. You said Lizzie to bundle. So that technically makes you first, but if you, if anyone else is having if you can't find it on YouTube, it's because it's under the wrong title. So
That's a putback.
That's a putback, yeah. Brent, if you want that, it's yours. If not, it's sold to Greg Preston. Eric Amy Grant is $9.99. Metal is at $40.41. Walt Cruz wants Chili Whack. Walt Cruz gets Chili Whack. Where are we at on the Toto picture disc? The Toto picture disc is out. David Schroeder's out. So Grant Peltzer's at 55 on this. It's the Toto, Africa, and Rosanna picture disc. Grant's at 55 on that, going once, going twice. The metal comp is at 41. Brent says Greg can have it. All right, so Greg gets Thin Lizzy. Metal's at 41. Where did we get to? The Tower of Power, kind of audio file pressing, or is audio file pressing, $64.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the first album. This is Child is Father to the Man. It just has an alternate cover because it's from the UK, 1999. 1977 UK cover. Kind of alternate there. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the first album. Journey, Evolution, $14.99. And Kansas, Song for America, $19.99. Africa is sold to Grant Peltzer for $55. They're still bidding on the metal compilation. Brandon Jackson's at $42. Hard Rock Attack, $84. Brandon Jackson's at $42 on that. Next auction. I've got lots of stuff right here. Let me see if I can get to them. I got more Japanese stuff. Do I have a Japanese record up right now? I don't. Okay, now I haven't got to do, I just know we haven't had this maybe but once. It's a very cool record. First, let me tag a few things before the feed gets lost. Dr. Zebo also on that Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That sold to Dr. Zebo. Next was Dwayne's at 43 on metal. We have Michael Mofield on Journey, and Scotty G-Force, you were second. Okay, the wrestling album. Very cool. Check this out. The wrestling album. Gatefold, it does have an insert with it. This is near mint. Where's Doug at? He might want to bid on this. He doesn't even know we have this. Hulk Hogan's theme for everybody. Rowdy, Roddy Piper, Tutti Frutti. Yeah, this is like unplayed. Where's the book at that came with it? Here it is. It also has an insert. Yes, has this insert with it. The wrestling album. Advertising, video. This is almost like selling points. DJ allocation. I guess this is like a promotional piece. This is talking about how to advertise it, the video, the selling points. Yeah, this is some kind of promotional piece that came with it. The wrestling album, I'm going to call it, it's not labeled as a promo or anything, but I'm going to label it as maybe a promo. Yeah, it is a promo. There it is. I'm just now seeing that. Demonstration, not for sale. So this is a promo copy with a promo kind of press book with it. That's a $45 start. The WWF wrestling, or I guess just the wrestling album. I guess it's, yeah, WWF, yeah. That is a $45 start, the wrestling album. Very cool. That's a promo. It is near mint. It is near mint. $45 start on that. Metal is at $46. We're auctioning metal and WWF right now. UFO, Lights Out, $29.99. And we have the Knack, Get the Knack, $19.99. Michael Mofield needs to pass on Evolution. That means Scotty G-Force gets it. Scotty G-Force gets it. The Dale Street Beat, $19.99. Commodore's Night Shift. Commodore's Night Shift is $14.99. Ray Charles, The Genius After Hours, $19.99 on that. James Brown and Friends, Soul Session Live with Aretha Franklin, Joe Cocker, Wilson Pickett, and Billy Vera. Gold stamp promo, $19.99. Dwayne's at 46 on metal.
He might have already sent us his information, but I'll send it in case he hasn't.
Scotty G-Force, I think you've already messaged us your information. If you haven't, there's the link, but Tanner says he's pretty sure you have already messaged us. Bob Coryer's at 45 on the WWF record. Darren wants the Kansas. Brandon Jackson's at 48 on metal. New but signed up on the website. Okay, thank you. We got you in our system. We will invoice you on Monday. Feel free to buy as much as you want. Michael Nath wants James Brown. Was Lee Aaron sold? Yes, Lee Aaron is sold. We need to do a final call on both of these. No, never mind. Brandon bid 48 on metal. So, Dwayne, let me know if you're in or out. Brandon Jackson's at 48 on the metal sampler. I can do a final call on this, surprisingly. Bob Coryer's at $45 on the wrestling album. $45. Dwayne is out on metal, so final call on the metal as well. Did somebody claim Ray Charles? No, that was something else. That was James Brown. Okay, Ray Charles is still available. Iron Butterfly in Agata Davida, $19.99. And Billy Idol Rebel Yell, $26.99 for Billy Idol Rebel Yell. $26.99 for that. We also have Chet Atkins, Street Dreams. Now, I don't know if I've ever seen that one. I've seen a lot of Chet Atkins albums. I don't know if I've ever had Street Dreams. Gold stamp promo, $9.99. Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast, $19.99. Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast. All righty. We can go ahead and sell the Capitol Metal compilation to Brandon Jackson for $48. Brandon, you get that. I was also ending the WWF album, and Brian C. is in. He's at 47 on the wrestling album. So that means, Bob Coryer, you're out. That's a perfect promo copy of the WWF wrestling album. Randy Scarborough, first to Billy Idol. Billy Idol, so to Randy Scarborough. Brent Hall, you were second. And then IB, Iron Butterfly, to Robert Johnson. And then Rob Scheffler on Chet Atkins. Don Henley still available. That one has the boys of hit song. The Boys of Summer. I'm about to say the Boys of Fall, but that's Kenny Chesney, isn't it? Happy the Man, $34.99. We also have Hall & Oates, Rock and Roll Soul Part 1. I'm pretty sure, by the way it feels and looks, some of these give me a curveball. It's kind of hard, but I think this is 180 gram. I think this is a new remastered Hall & Oates Greatest Hits. $19.99 for that. Rock and Roll Soul Part 1. Genesis, and then there were 3, $24.99. And Golden Earring Cut. Golden Earring Cut, $24.99. All right, Brian C. is in on the wrestling album for $47. Bob Coryer's out, so that's going once, going twice. Greg Preston gets Don Henley. R. Moselle, you were second. Brenda Medina on Hall & Oates. Tommy Flowers, you were second. All right, the wrestling album. Let's go ahead and put up. So here's some stuff I got in the bin. The Beatles, Thin Lizzy, Motley Crue, Queen, Iron Maiden, Slayer, Van Halen, Ozzy, Herbie Hancock, Kiss, Sam Cooke, Judas Priest, Kiss, Star Wars, Ozzy, Sly and the Family Stone, Eddie and the Cruisers, Rap, Back to the Future, Doobie Brothers, Boz Scaggs, Journey, Stones, Deep Purple, The Cure, Doobie Brothers, Chicago, Wild Cherry, Caddyshack, Journey, Ozzy, Huey, Quiet, Rush, Rap, Judas. Wow, that's some good stuff. Here's the Star Wars story. Tyler Browning, are you still watching? I'm going to make sure he's watching. I think you asked about the Star Wars story. This one's okay. The Star Wars soundtrack, which you probably didn't know we had, it's the one that had some damage. This one here is the one that's okay. So let me go ahead and put this up for auction. This is from the original soundtrack, the Star Wars story. It does still have the book attached. This is very cool. This is the music story. You can listen along. It also has music with it from the soundtrack. Very, very cool. So this is in really good condition. There's the gatefold. It also has the inner sleeve that came with it, 20th century. And the vinyl is very nice. Yeah, the vinyl on this one was EX Plus. It has one scuff on it right there, but non-feeler, really non-audible. That is a we'll do a $20 start on that. The Star Wars story. Gatefold, $20 start on that. Okay, now let me go through some of these comments and requests. Hall Hall & Oates, we already sold that. Rob Scheffler, You Were Third. Kiss, Japanese. Bark at the Moon, Rat. Kiss, Ozzy, Slayer. Tyler's Here, The Cure, Deep Purple. Chicago, Sam Cooke, Boz Scaggs. Final call on the wrestling album. I was about to sell it. The wrestling album is at $47 with Brian C. I'm giving that 15 more seconds. The wrestling album's at $47. It's almost done. It's been up for a while. 20 on Star Wars, 25, 40, 20. Doug Jefferson wants golden earring, and lots of people bidding on Star Wars as I expected. This is very cool too. The Lord of the Rings. I haven't had this for a while. This is music inspired by The Lord of the Rings. Awesome cover. Bo Hansen. This is $29.99. This is like one of the first records I can remember. Probably one of the first 50 records I ever owned. I bought it at an antique store here in Lebanon. This is a really cool cover. It's really cool music too. That is $29.99. Star Wars is at $45. David Howard wants Lord of the Rings. Tanner, that one was $29.99. And GTR. GTR is $19.99. GTR. Alrighty, we did have a putback from last night that I think a lot of other people wanted, maybe at least one other person. This is Motown 50 original #1 hits. This is $39.99, as seen on TV, of course. Motown 50 #1 hits for Motown, $39.99. It's a 3-4 LP kind of a box set. It's kind of beat because they crammed 4 LPs into this box, but that was put back if anybody wants it, $39.99. All right, the wrestling album is sold for $47 to Brian C. He got the wrestling album for $47. High bid on Star Wars is $55. Let's go ahead. I've been wanting to put this up for a while because it's something we haven't had in a while. And this is Ozzy, Bark at the Moon. Kind of a weird thing in his discography. This album has never been reissued. And when I say never been reissued, that means within the last 5 years, they have not pressed this as an individual standalone release on 180 gram vinyl or 140 gram or any gram. This has not really been reissued in a long time. So it's a nice copy too. It's got the inner sleeve. The vinyl is super clean, as in EX Plus to Near Mint Minus, especially side 1 here. Very, very clean copy of Ozzy, Bark at the Moon. So kind of a hard one for a lot of people to get unless you do have an OG because it hadn't been repressed. The inner sleeve has some tape on it, unfortunately. The front cover, or the cover, very nice. It's better. It's VG Plus or better. Bark at the Moon, nice copy. That is a $50 start. Ozzy, Bark at the Moon. 45, 50, some around some in there is where I was going to start it. Nice copy on the vinyl, inner sleeve, VG Plus cover. Stacy takes the Motown comp. That's sold to Stacy. All right, so here's what's left in this bin. Tyler's at $60 on Star Wars, $50 start on Ozzy. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus, $19.99. Weather Report, $8.30, $29.99. The Stampeders, Sweet City Woman, $24.99 on the Stampeders. Weather Report, Heavy Weather is $24.99, not wetter. This is Mom's Apple Pie, uncensored cover, $39.99. I say that's an uncensored cover because of that. There is one where it looks like it's kind of covered up. I have yet to find one of those. I'm telling you, try to go find one that's covered up. It's harder. $39.99 for Mom's Apple Pie. We have Diodato Prelude, $19.99. Tangerine Dream Cyclone, $19.99. Dark Orchid, Sammy Nestico, is $19.99. Tower of Power, direct disc recorded, limited edition, $64.99. And Lights Out, UFO, $29.99. Ozzy's at $75. Tyler's at $60 on Star Wars. Steve's out. Pete W., let me know if you're in or out on Star Wars. Tyler Browning has that for $60. Get the Knack. The Knack, My Sharona, $19.99. The Dale Street Beat is $19.99. The Commodore's Night Shift is $14.99. Ray Charles, The Genius After Hours, $19.99. Happy the Man, $34.99. Genesis, and then there were 3, $24.99. And GTR was $19.99. Pete's out on Star Wars. Final call. Tyler has that for $60. Tom's at $75 on Ozzy. Y'all just let me know. If not, I'll wrap them up pretty quick. I'm about to condense this bin with the other stuff, and then we'll bring out a new crate. I just want everybody to know I'm about to sell these pretty quick because we only have like 300,000 other auctions to go through. Joe Sloop wants GTR. Yes, members of Yes in Asia. That's right, Bob. Uncensored Bricks and Pie, Derek Clark. It has 3 covers. Yeah, and the bricks or just the pie, I think, are harder to find than the one that looks like the female body part. Final call on those 2 auctions. Final call on those 2 auctions. Okay, let's do, let me see. I'm going to run through some vinyl I've got right here next to me. So let me slide this over, this crate here. Looks like there's some stuff in here I think some people want. Looks like we got some new viewers. There's some stuff in here that I hadn't shown in maybe 2 weeks. And Stacy Brown wants the deal. Stacy Brown wants the deal. This is right here. That's sold to Stacy Brown. All right, these 2 auctions are sold. Before I get started in this crate, let's go ahead and tag these. Tyler Browning, you get the story of Star Wars for $60. I'm currently in Season 2 of The Mandalorian for the 2nd time. That and Obi-Wan Kenobi, those 2 side shows from Star Wars, they're incredible. Tom Sheeter gets Ozzy for $75. Really cool. I like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've watched that one 3 times now. I guess it was 6 episodes. Very, very good. Okay, next auction over here. Let's do the Deep Purple. And I've got a copy of, let's pull out something out of the Japanese bin. Well, we have another Randy Rose tribute album. But first, we're going to do this Blondie Best of Blondie. Somebody needs this one. 1999 bin or high end. At some point, we'll probably do a flip crate. There's some in the office I've got to go get. I've got some flip crates made up with discounted vinyl. So first is the Best of Blondie. This is a top copy. I'm telling you, people that don't get these Blondie records, they're usually like, do you have another copy of Best of Blondie or another copy of Parallel Lines? This is something you need to buy it when you see it. Best of Blondie. Dreamin', Heart of Glass, Rapture, Call Me, Atomic, all the great stuff. This is a $65 start. The vinyl is near mint pristine. We have the Blondie insert with lyrics. Really nice cover of Obi. This is a $65 start, the Best of Blondie. Her stuff has seen a large increase in demand lately. And we have Deep Purple Infinite. I've never seen this before as a standalone release. I think it was also part of a box set. Come out in 2017. Has a tear on the back cover, Ed. Oh, right here. It does have a tear in the cover right here. Deep Purple Infinite is a $25 start. $25 start. 2 LP, 180 gram. Deep Purple Infinite 2017. I've never had that one before. Deep Purple Infinite. $25 start on that. Blondie is at $65 and $65. Slipknot, Chapter 5, or Volume 5, the Gray Chapter, $36.99. That is on the limited edition pink vinyl. 2 LP, that is $36.99. Slipknot, Iowa, is limited edition translucent green vinyl. We have the Gray Chapter and we have Iowa, $36.99. Rush, Permanent Waves, this is the 40th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. This has the remastered LP and a 2 LP live show with booklet. $79.99 for Rush Permanent Waves. $79.99 for Rush Permanent Waves. Randy Davis on Slipknot, and so is Gwen. Let me know which one, Randy. You've got first dibs. And I do have more copies. I think this is the only copy I have left of Volume 5, but I do have multiple copies of Iowa. Rush Permanent Waves. I've also got Smashing Pumpkins Gish still available with the foil cover, hype stickers on these, nice jackets, of course. Smashing Pumpkins Gish is $39.99. Okay, we did have a bid on Blondie. Belinda, you were in first at 65. Brent bid 66. And then Chris Wood Sr., probably our number one Deep Purple buyer, he's at 25 on Deep Purple. Wayne Heat's at 30. Chris is back in at 35. Randy Davis wants the first one. So Slipknot is sold to Randy Davis. Right now, I think that's the only, let me peek ahead. I think that's the only copy I got. So that's sold to Randy Davis. Gwen, let me know which one you wanted. If it was the first one, it's already sold. Oh, I think my feed reset. No, it didn't. Okay. And then Rich Hopkins for sure wants Iowa. I do have more of these, so we can go ahead and tag that for Rich Hopkins. If Gwen or Doctors Ebo wants an Iowa, let me know. Marty Man 3, is that a first-time buyer? Marty Man 3, are you a first-time buyer? If so, let me know. I've got you down for the Rush Permanent Waves box set. Gwen says she'll take Iowa. Tanner, there's a stack of those right next to the No Gallagher Funkos that I need to show, because I'm sure somebody will buy one of those. That looks like something Walt Cruz would buy. Marty Man says, no, he's not a first-time buyer. Okay, so you know the drill. So Gwen wants an Iowa. Deep Purple's at 37. Blondie's at 69. Smashing Pumpkins, I still got those. $39.99. Pearl Jam Versus is $34.99. Remastered. Great album. I think that's their best album. I think that's better than Pearl Jam 10. Let me go ahead and grab some Slipknots. I probably need to put them back in this crate anyway. I'm going to go ahead and just show these two. I got two Buy It Nows. There's more stuff over here stacked I was going to auction, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and just show them. There's more Slipknots if we need them, which I think you do, don't you? You need one. Okay, there's one for Gwen. Yes, if anybody else wants one, let me know. Deep Purple 4042. Brent Hall's out on Blondie. Belinda has that for $69. Going once, going twice. And Deep Purple is at 42. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show these. The first one is $74.99. It's Portishead Third, which is now an out-of-print record. Portishead Third, that is $74.99. And this next record is $49.99. It's Hawkwind, Warrior on the Edge of Time. Hawkwind, Warrior on the Edge of Time. This is 2015 UK yellow vinyl. $49.99. Hawkwind, Warrior on the Edge of Time. Portishead and Hawkwind. Okay, so Pearl Jam. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but I'm not. Wayne's out on Deep Purple. Chris Wood Sr. has that for 42. Blondie is at 69. Final call on both of these. Preston Rogers gets the Portishead, and Wayne Tisworth gets the Hawkwind. Pete W. was second. About 15 seconds left on these two auctions. We've got a slew of Black Sabbath records here. The first one is Master of Reality, $36.99. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is $31.99. Sabotage is $29.99. And I've got more Pearl Jam Versus. More Pearl Jam Versus, $34.99 on those. Outcast, Aquamini, $49.99 on that. Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell is $36.99. Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits, $31.99. And Gary Newman, The Pleasure Principle, $28.99, featuring Here in My Car. Miles Davis, Sketches of Spain, that's an RTI mono pressing for $31.99. And They Might Be Giants, Flood, $46.99. Is it Flood, They Might Be Giants, or They Might Be Giants, Flood?
They might be Giants.
They Might Be Giants, Flood. That's the name of the group. They Might Be Giants.
Yep.
Thank you, Doug.
You're welcome.
We got a full crew here. We got myself, Chad. We got Doug, who's been shipping. Tanner, Ed, Seth. I tell people when I go and buy these collections, they're like, how many people you got there doing all this? And I'm like, counting me and my business partner, there's 9 of us. There's a lot of us to get all this done. So Preston got Portishead. Wayne Tisworth got Hawkwind. Vicky Wiley wants the Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits. And was the Hawkwind OG. Well, it's from 2015. I don't know if it's the first time it was released then. I really don't know. Blondie, thank you, Doug. Blondie is at $69, and that's sold to Belinda Daub. And Deep Purple Infinite. Deep Purple Infinite is sold to Chris Wood Sr. at 42. 42. Is Seth doing anything? He's on Clash of Clans. No, I'm joking. He's tagging records. He's tagging records. He's awfully quiet again tonight, though. You got to watch Seth when he gets quiet. That means he's usually up to something. The Clash hits back. 3LP, music on vinyl, $54.99. It's time for new auctions. It's time for new auctions. Let's take a look at this Hotter Than Hell. Let's do some more Kiss. I've got Kiss that I didn't advertise, but I know I've got bidders watching. I try to advertise any Kiss or Rush albums before I put them up, but you know, I feel like y'all are watching. The Kiss buyers are there, right? Raise your hand if you're a Kiss buyer. Kiss Hotter Than Hell. This is a 1976 pressing, which this album originally came out in 74. So this is a 76 pressing of Kiss Hotter Than Hell. It's about VG Plus, 76 press. VG Plus on the vinyl. Hotter Than Hell. This is a $35 start. VG Plus, Hotter Than Hell, 1976 press. $35 start on that. I don't know a lot about this Cure album. I'm going to start it for $25. I don't know if I don't know anything about it. I hadn't looked at it, checked it. I've cleaned it. Ed cleaned it. I know it's near mint. It was near mint before we cleaned it. But that is a $25 start. This is the Cure Entreat Plus. It's a 2 LP gatefold. The Cure Entreat Plus. Is it live? Disintegration? Love Song? I don't know. It's from 2010. I don't know a lot about that. It's now up for bid. Both records have bids. Cure, and Scott's at $35 on that. Okay, where did we see here? Did I miss anything else? Wayne, if you want any more information on that Hawkwind, let me know. It was 2015. Okay, The Clash. Then we had Ozzy, Diary of a Madman, $38.99. The Ramones, Subterranean Jungle, purple vinyl, $29.99. Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, $42.99. Weezer, The Blue Album, $33.99. And Nirvana, Nevermind, $39.99 for Nirvana, Nevermind. Okay, I got a stack of some stuff over here. It's all $24.99. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all these. I'm sure they're all going to sell. They're 180 gram, except for this top one. I'll show you that first. The rest of these are 180 gram from that first collection I bought in Arkansas. They're all new pressings. They're all near mint. And they're all $24.99. This first record, though, is Journey Captured. It's a 2 LP. It's an OG. It's $24.99. Journey Captured. $24.99 for that. Journey Captured. That's an OG. Just something I hadn't got the price yet. Has the original inner sleeves. It's a nice copy. Journey Captured. That's $24.99. Okay, Billy, update on our auctions. We had 3 people bid $25 on the Cure, then they all stopped. Billy Shears is at $40 on Kiss Hotter Than Hell. If anybody else wants to bid, now's the time. We're at $40 on that. It's a 1976 VG Plus. Michael Nath is at $28 on the Cure, and Arm Lazelle was first on Journey. And Tanner, these next ones you'll all have to do custom prices on it. Journey is sold to Arm Lazelle, $24.99. $24.99. The rest of these right here I'm about to show you are also $24.99. King Diamond, Abigail. This is on cobalt blue vinyl. Not too long ago we had these in stock. This is cobalt blue vinyl. King Diamond, Abigail. That is $24.99. Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, 180 gram remaster. $24.99 on that. I've also got Queen, A Kind of Magic. That's a half-speed master. $24.99 on that. $24.99 on that. We got $28 bid on the Cure. Also a $30 bid, and now another $30 bid. Final call on Kiss at $40. Final Kiss, final bid offer. What am I trying to say? Final call on Kiss at $40. Billy Shears. Joe Sloop wants Iron Maiden. It's $24.99. All these I'm about to hand you are $24.99. Joe Sloop got Iron Maiden. Dwayne Sevilla on King Diamond. The Cure is at $32 with Michael Nath. Now $40. Anthony, you were next on King Diamond. Rob, you were next on Iron Maiden. Queen, A Kind of Magic, $24.99. So these are basically opened with the shrink wrap taken off of them, and they look near mint. Like new copies of this, I think we still got on the shelf for $38.99. This is a near mint one, what I call used, but near mint, $24.99. 9-inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine, $24.99, 2011. Some of them are older pressings too. Some of them are older pressings that are still in stock. $24.99 on that. John Porter is at $42 on Kiss. John Porter is at $42 on Kiss. Billy, you're out. The Cure is at $45. Gary Newman, The Pleasure Principle. We just had a new copy of this. This is a near mint copy here. $24.99 on that. Billy's back in on Kiss at $45. Patrick Carter. So Kiss is at $45 and so is The Cure. Patrick Carter first on 9-inch Nails. I'll go ahead and show the next Iron Maiden. The next Iron Maiden was Killers. It's $24.99. $24.99 for Iron Maiden Killers. Doug Jefferson's at $50 on The Cure. Hello, Jerry Pinnick from Tula, Mexico. We have a viewer in Mexico. Welcome, Jerry Pinnick. Vacation. Gary Newman sold to Yvette. Yvette Vergara got the Gary Newman. The Pleasure Principle, $24.99 on that. Court Gabot, has he bought from us before? I think Court has bought from us before. Court, you get the Killers for $24.99. John Porter's at $47 on Kiss. Rob, you were next on Iron Maiden. Joe Sleep was third. Robert Johnson fourth. Wyatt fifth. Axel's out on The Cure. So is Michael Now. And Kiss, Billy's out on Kiss, Hotter Than Hell. Okay, so Kiss is at $47 with John Porter. This is a 1976 pressing, Blue Casablanca label, VG Plus vinyl. High bid on that is $47 with John Porter. And The Cure, Doug Jeppens is at $50. The other two bidders have said out. If anybody wants in on those, now's the time. $50 on The Cure and $47 on Kiss, going twice, going three times. I'll show the Metallicas at the same time. Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets, $24.99 and $24.99. Those are 180 gram remasters. That leaves two Queens and two Metallicas. Those are $24.99 each. If you happen to miss out on these, I'll go ahead and let you know I have new copies for $29.99. So you can buy a sealed copy for $29.99. All right, so let me know on that. Patrick Carter, you're first. Let me know if you want Ride or Master or both. And then Bill Walton wants a Master. And then this is, we got sealed copies. So if you miss out on this and you want a new one, Bill or Patrick or anybody, I've got pretty much the entire discography of Metallica in stock. That works out good. Patrick Carter wants, actually, who was first? Patrick Carter wants Metallica. Was he first? Yeah, Patrick Carter wants Metallica. He wants Ride the Lightning. Bill Walton, you get Master of Puppets. Brent Hall, Queens are $24.99. They are Innuendo and A Kind of Magic. They are new, sealed, or they're new copies near mint. And let's go ahead and sell Kiss to John Porter for $47. I got to hold The Cure for one more second because Axel says, what year's The Cure? Do you know that? The back says 2010. The back says 2010. It's copyright. The barcode is 0812279784888. Brent Hall wants both Queens, $24.99. So yeah, all that except for, of course, Kiss, the auction. Those are all $24.99. I figured those would be a hit. Let me show y'all this Beatles album. I guess I need to ask if John Young's watching, right? But this is a pretty cool pressing. I think I've only ever had one of these before. It's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's a Canadian pressing on marbled colored vinyl. Marbled colored vinyl. That's a mouthful too. It's got like a textured cover too. Pretty interesting. Axel's back in on The Cure. Purple Capital label. This is going to be a $75 start for the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Gatefold, it does have the insert with it. Does have the insert. And it's a nice cover. It's on purple, or it's on the Purple Capital label. It's a 1978 Canadian pressing. 78 Canadian pressing on this colored vinyl here. Pete's at 70. They're still bidding on The Cure. So both of these are getting bids right now. Are you selling any of the Elvis magazines tonight? I didn't really plan on it, but I could slip in. I could slip some in if I need to. It'll definitely be later. We've got a lot of other records to show in the meantime. Okay, let me grab a new crate of something to show. I don't know if we'll take a break or not tonight. We got 171 viewers at 9:30, and I still got a lot more stuff to show. I did have a crate. Let me go and get that discount crate. Y'all might have to give me like 30 seconds to go get a new crate of records, but it'll be worth the wait. Right, Ed? It will be worth the wait. By the way, Tanner, pre-orders are back here behind me in this blue crate. All right, can y'all hear me? Make sure my mic didn't lose reception. We are back live. All righty. Looks like everybody's still here. This is a great crate. This is a $19.99 on sale crate. Where are we at on the Cure? Doug Jefferson's still high bidder. Doug is at $60 on the Cure. Black wax. Yes, it's black vinyl. It's black vinyl. I thought we froze. No, I just stepped to the back. Yeah, there's probably some people that got off. It's like, what the heck happened? Axel, I guess it's down to you. Who else was bidding too? Michael Nath. It's all three people still in, but Doug has the high bid for $60. Also, final call on the Sgt. Pepper's. Pete W. is at $75 on the colored vinyl. This is from 1978, Canadian press. Final call on that, $75. I'll get new auction started. This is one of those crates you want to pay attention to. These are big markdowns. These are like half off records for $19.99. This is technically a discount bin. I saw, as a quick flip, I saw some Stones, I saw some Hendrix, I saw some Beatles, big artists, and there's also some obscure stuff in here. I think some of that last of that punk and hardcore stuff's left in here too. $19.99. Axel, I'm waiting for your call on the Cure. And I'm going to go ahead and sell the Beatles to Pete W. for $75. That's sold to Pete W. for $75. Let me get a new auction started as in, what do we got here? Speaking of the Stones, let me put this up because we don't get this one too often. The Stones is a VG Plus. This is an OG though, Sticky Fingers. Original inner sleeve, VG Plus vinyl. The Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. This is got the zipper cover. Doug Jefferson, you get the Cure for $60. So our new auction is the Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. VG Plus cover. Does have a little bit of tape right there. So that's flirting with VG when you put tape on a cover. Has the original inner sleeve. Has the zipper cover. Someone has detached it. Andy Warhol cover. That is a... I'll start that for $25 in any condition. I haven't had a nice OG copy in quite some time. So this is a $25 start for the Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. Classic album alert. Classic album alert. $25 start on that. Let's go ahead and get a new Japanese pressing rolling too. How about a Japanese pressing of what do we got up front here? I've been pulling out of the back. Let's do this Chet Atkins. Man, these country records, it's hard for, usually if we get country records or anything country related, Japanese, it seems like it's in lower grade. The Best of Chet Atkins with Obi, pretty cool cover. Really cool Obi. This is actually a VG copy, $15 start. Yeah, it just has unusual, more scuffing than we normally see. The Best of Chet Atkins is a $15 start. The Best of Chet Atkins, Japanese press with Obi, $15 start. It's probably still going to play great. It's Japanese quality, but it does have some marks on it. $15 start. Okay, everything in here is $19.99. Jimi Hendrix, My Best Friend. This is a 1979 Switzerland unofficial. $19.99 for Jimi Hendrix, My Best Friend. I'd like to sell everything in here. I feel like we can do it. Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold. This is a 2LP Gordon Lightfoot compilation. Great stuff, great music, great songwriter, great sounding. Golden Treasures, 50 hits by original artist. Golden Treasures, 50 hits by original artist, special edition, 3LP. 3LP, that's $19.99. Robert Johnson, first to Jimi Hendrix. Rolling Stones is at $25 with Jesse Hood. The Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, that's going twice, going three times. I'm looking for a $15 start on Chet Atkins. The Jackson 5, Maybe Tomorrow. The Jackson 5, Maybe Tomorrow, $19.99. Nice Motown pressing of Jackson 5. World War II, the actual voices and sounds of World War II. And this is on the Red Riverside label. Scotty G-Force is at $26 on the Rolling Stones. A Hard Road, John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, $19.99 for A Hard Road. John Mayall and the Blues Breakers. We also have Eagles on the Border, $19.99 on that. No condition notes. Really nice copy of the Eagles on the Border. Joe Cocker, Unchain My Heart. gold stamp promo with Hop Sticker, $19.99 on that. That's definitely later in his discography. The Rolling Stones Emotional Rescue. The Rolling Stones Emotional Rescue, $19.99 on that. That is very nice. That is very nice. Everything in here is $19.99. Scotty bid 26 on the Rolling Stones. Jesse bid 30. What year is that comp? The comp came out in 1981. Vicky Wiley on the Eagles. That's sold to Vicky. Randy, you were next. Michael Nath on the Joe Cocker. Alex Roman on Golden. That was this one right here, which was Golden Treasures. So Leslie, yes, Leslie, if you pass on that, it's sold to Alex Roman. Kevin Moore first on the Rolling Stones. John Mayo has John McVie and Peter Green on it. Christine McVie or John McVie and Peter Green on it. I almost said Kristen McVie. John McVie, Christine's wife. Eric Clapton's on some of these. Yes, Peter Green, John McVie. That's $19.99. All right, final call. Jesse's at 30 on the Rolling Stones. Scotty G-Force, let me know if you're in. And I'm going to go ahead and end Chet Atkins. I'm going to sell this for $15 if anybody wants it. The best of Chet Atkins. Japanese press. It's in VG condition. VG condition on that. $15 if anybody wants it. Next, what do we got over here? Let's do the Nautilus Super Disc of the Doobie Brothers minute by minute. Doobie Brothers minute by minute. This is a near mint perfect copy audiophile pressing of the Doobie Brothers. Michael McDonald minute by minute. This is a $35 start. $35 start on this. Scotty's out on the Rolling Stones, but Brent's in at 32. Richard Davis gets the Chet Atkins for 15, and Randy Davis wants a Hard Road. John Mayall. That's $19.99. Kenny Burrell, Guitar Forms on Verve. Arranged and conducted by Gil Evans. Kenny Burrell, Black Verve label. This is $19.99. That was $34.99. Holly Murphy, you were second on Chet Atkins. The Beatles, the Hamburg Tapes, Volume 1, UK. The Hamburg Tapes. This is now just $19.99. The Beatles Hamburg Tapes. Live Yardbirds featuring Jimmy Page. This is the 1976 pressing, but it is marked down. This is the night I showed this. I was like, I can't believe no one's buying this. It's now just $19.99. I know someone's going to take it now. The Yardbirds and Nightingale, George Adams. This is sealed from 1989. $19.99. Leslie is a yes. Yes, Leslie wanted the comp, so that means Alex was second. Jesse Hood, let me know if you're in or out on the Rolling Stones. $32 on that. Travis Tidmore was the next comment on JB. JB was, he meant KB. Kenny Burrell. That sold to Travis Tidmore for $19.99. That was the next comment. Got it. Carol Puckett, first on the Yardbirds. Debbie Blair, second. Brent, third. Steve Merkel, though, first on the Beatles. John Porter, fourth on the Yardbirds. Derek Clark, fifth. Adam Stein, sixth. Jesse's backing on the Rolling Stones. I'm looking for a $35 start on the Doobie Brothers Super Disc. I'm looking for a $35 start on that. George Adams is a $19.99 Jimi Hendrix Flashback. If you're just joining us, everything in this bin is on sale for $19.99. Jimi Hendrix Flashback. I've got a ton of Jimi Hendrix comps from the Atlanta collection. That one sold to Michael Nath. Brent's now out on the Stones because Jesse bid 34. We have a VG Plus copy of the Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. VG Plus on the vinyl. It is OG, original zipper cover. VG Plus cover, minor shelf wear. Does have some tape there. And that is going twice, going three times for 34. Michael was first to Jimi Hendrix. Robert Johnson was second. And then Charlie DeFrank, you were about 6th or 7th on the Yardbirds. Savoy Brown, Street Corner Talking. This is a 1971 German pressing. Now just $19.99. We got some huge markdowns in here. Trying to move a few vintage records as we bring in way for new ones. Savoy Brown, $19.99. The Poppers, Ellis Island. That's now $19.99. The Poppers and Green on Red. Gravity Talks. Gold stamp promo. Green on Red. We have the Beatles, Rock Legends. The Beatles, Rock Legends. That's now $19.99. FYI, the best way is unzipped. Yeah, this record, the zipper, if it's really hard. I don't know how many original sealed copies are still in existence. without the cellophane being broke, because obviously when they shrink wrap this almost automatically pulled through it. And then a lot of people, of course, wanted to unzip it. So hard to find a really nice copy of Sticky Fingers. Jesse Hood gets the Rolling Stones for $34. $34, Jesse Hood. That's sold. If anybody wants the Doobie Brothers, $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now on that. Okay, next auctions, plural. Let's put up Sam Cooke and Judas Priest. That's a good mixture. Sam Cooke and Judas Priest. Preston Rogers is the Doobie Brothers for $35. This is a super clean Sam Cooke hits of the 50s. Living Stereo RCA, styled by Sam Cooke. We don't get original Sam Cooke records in this kind of condition very often. Hits of the 50s, RCA Victor, LSP 2236. Living Stereo, super clean vinyl for an RCA pressing. It's hard to call it near mint, but for what it is, it's at least EX Plus. To me, it looks near mint, but it's an older RCA record. It's hard to even call those near mint. They're going to have light noise regardless. Super nice cover. Really nice cover. No spine chipping. Nothing like that. Sam Cooke is a $25 start, and it should go up from there. Jesse Hood got the Rolling Stones for $34. Judas Priest, Sin After Sin. Judas Priest, Sin After Sin. Near mint copy on this. Really nice. Judas Priest, Sin After Sin. I'll also start that one for $25. Oh, the Doobie Brothers was $35. Yes, Preston got the Doobie Brothers for $35. And then Charlie DeFrank put Brown. I don't know, that's Savoy Brown. Okay, that's still in here. That's sold to Charlie DeFrank, $19.99. Three bidders on Sam Cooke, $25, $25, and $25. Sparrow is $19.99. Latin Black, Sparrow. Judas Priest is also a $25 start. $19.79 on that. Dwayne's in at $25. Freddie Hubbard, Keep Your Soul Together. This is from 1973, CTI label. $19.99 on Freddie Hubbard, Keep Your Soul Together. Really clean copy of that. Def Jam. That's the label. The artist is Public Enemy. Time Bomb, son of Public Enemy. This is Public Enemy #1 and Public Enemy #1 promo copy from 1987. That is now $19.99. Doug Jefferson gets Freddie Hubbard. Public Enemy is $19.99. Kaleidoscope, Bernice. Kaleidoscope is $19.99. Has a gold stamp promo on the back. And The Essential Beatles. The Essential Beatles is $19.99. That's on Apple, but is that an actual Apple pressing? Yeah, it's Australian. The Essential Beatles, $19.99. This is pretty cool. Love Me Do, Boys, Long Tall Sally, Honey Don't, P.S. I Love You, Baby I'm a Rich Man. So that's all the early stuff, All My Lovin', Yesterday, Penny Lane. And then it goes into Magical Mystery Tour, Norwegian Wood, A Little Help from My Friends, Something, Obla Di Obla Da, and Let It Be. That is sold to John Young. Really nice vinyl, covers about VG+, just $19.99 though. At first I thought that was like a, one of those mini boots or unofficials. That's an actual Australian Apple. All right, Judas Priest is at $32 with Dwayne. $32 with Dwayne, and Sam Cooke hits of the 50s. High bid on that is Calvin Ward at $35. Calvin's at $35 on Sam Cooke. 35 and Adams at 35 on Judas Priest. So 35 on Judas Priest of Adam, 35 on Calvin on Sam Cooke. The Beatles went to John Young. Holly, you were second. Michael Nath third. Brian Clark fourth. And we have Heartbreakers, the Rolling Stones, 19 love songs. Marked down, way down, $19.99. This is, what do we have here? European pressing, high quality. Some kind of import. I was trying to figure out the country of origin, though. It's a Blue Phillips label. UK? Holland. It's Holland. $19.99. $19.99 on that. Okay, Mia wants KB. KB was... What was KB, Mia? KB. And then I think Carol Puckey gets the Rolling Stones, yeah. Sam Cooke 40, Sam Cooke 37, Sam Cooke 47, Rolling Stones to Carol, Robert Johnson second. Can anyone see my comments? I see where you put KB, but I'm not for sure what that's for. And what label is Sparrow? Charlie DeFrank's Sparrow, Latin Black is on All Songs Sparrow Sound Design. It almost looks like a private label. It almost looks like a private label. It's a 1979 Sparrow Sound Design. Ace Acme Recording Studios. Okay, Kill Slug, 1986. That's 1999. Sonny Bono, Interview, 1999 for Sonny Bono. Nice copy. Kind of his attempt at a psych album. Think of the Children, Satisfaction Unlimited. That's 1999. Has some cover damage. It's a VG minus cover. 1999 on that. And Eric Clapton, Backless. Eric Clapton, Backless. That one sometimes gives me in a tongue twisted. Eric Clapton. Boy, I'm not going to read that one again. He's punching me in the mouth with his guitar. John Mince-Moyer on Kill Slug. John Mince-Moyer on Kill Slug. Next was update on our auctions. Brent Rabley's at 40 on Sam Cooke. Brent Rabley is at 40 on Sam Cooke. I got to drink some water or something. I can't talk. Seth, you want to come over and do it for a few minutes? Okay, Seth's going to come over and do it for a few minutes. They're waiting. I definitely need some water. Tanner, you want to have a try at it? We're about to have... Doug is about to start. He was here, and I got to talk to him a little, but hopefully we have Doug on here soon. The nights I have to go travel, we're going to see if Doug wants to do a show every now and then. So we don't miss a show when I have to go out of town. All right. Sorry, I've been full speed for about 3 hours, and my mind is starting to twist and, get all... Let me reset. Okay, Sam Cooke. Y'all are forgetting about Calvin on YouTube. Calvin has had the high bid on this forever. He just bid it again. He's at $45 on Sam Cooke. John's at $47. Okay, now we're on the same page on that one. Judas Priest, I'm pretty sure Dwayne has this for $36. Dwayne has Judas Priest for $36. All right. Is Sonny Atco label? Yes, Sonny's on the Atco label. And Charlie, let me know if you want Sparrow. And yes, Sonny is an original kind of, well, it's blue and yellow, mustard yellow type. All right. Okay. Everything in here is $19.99. Everything in here is $19.99. Hank Mobley, 1961, another workout. It's a 1985 reissue. I think this originally came out in 61. 1985 reissue, Hank Mobley. That is $19.99. GRP Super Live, Dave Grusin, Lee Rittenhour. That is now $19.99. And we have Intensive Care. Intensive Care is a 1978 Japanese pressing. That is now $19.99. Intensive Care. Doug Jeppesen on Hank Mobley. That's sold to Doug Jeppesen. High bid on Sam Cooke is $50. Final call on Judas Priest. Final call on Judas Priest. Dwayne Sevilla has that for $36. The LA4 Pavan por un Infante de Fuente. Wow. I actually got that out without, it sounded pretty good. This is also a Japanese pressing, $19.99. Jermaine Jackson, Precious Moments, that is sealed. That is $19.99. And Neil Young Trans, $19.99. Charlie DeFrank wants the Sonny Bono. John Young, let me know if you're out on Sam Cooke. If you are, I'm immediately selling it to Calvin Ward, and we can go ahead and sell Dwayne Judas Priest for $36. Let's sell Judas Priest for $36. And John Porter just put John 40. I'm not for sure what that meant. If that was for Judas Priest, I just sold it. Next auction. Next auction. You just went less than I thought it would. Well, let's do a Japanese here. We've got. Here we go. Duran Duran. Duran Duran, 7 in the Ragged Tiger. This is going to be a $35 start. Duran Duran, 7 in the Ragged Tiger, $35 start on this. Near mint pristine Japanese vinyl. Near mint pristine Japanese vinyl. Mia, I see your dots, but if you were claiming something earlier, I have not seen that yet, Mia. I had you like down for KB, but I never did know what that was for. Duran Duran, though, is a near mint Japanese pressing. That is a $35 start for Duran Duran 7 in the Ragged Tiger. Okay, then we had 53 on Sam Cooke. John, I've already sold Judas Priest. Robert Johnson got Neil Young for $19.99. Calvin is at 55 on Sam Cooke. And let's see, Sam Cooke is now at 60. Plus the 7 Deadly Sins, $19.99. This is on the ABC Probe label, $19.99. I was at the Barry Manilow concert and just got Caddyshack. I still have Caddyshack. It's still available. The Electric Flag. The Electric Flag is $19.99. Columbia 2i. The Electric Flag, OG Press. Sam Cooke is a battle between Calvin and John Young right now. I'm looking for a $35. I'm looking for a $35 start on Duran Duran. Golden Earring is sealed. I was trying to grab the record. I can't because it's sealed. Grab it for a second. Golden Earring is sealed. $19.99. We have the Savage 7 soundtrack featuring Cream and Iron Butterfly, another original soundtrack on the Atco label, $19.99. And The Good Rats. The Good Rats is $19.99. The Good Rats, $19.99, self-titled. Randy Scarborough on Golden Earring. I was going to probably put that one up for auction, Tim. And Calvin's at 65 on Sam Cooke. Okay, if anybody wants Duran Duran, it's a buy it now. Duran Duran is a buy it now for $35. I bet somebody might go ahead and jump on that. $35 buy it now for Duran Duran. Caddyshack. I don't know if I've cleaned that one yet. I haven't, but we can. Let me take a look at it. I think it's really nice. Tim, I'll put this up right here. This is actually a UK pressing. This is pressed in the UK. The original Caddyshack soundtrack, UK pressing. It is like near mint. Look at that. It is near mint. We'll start that for $20. You came in just in time. Caddyshack soundtrack, $20 start on that. Can I see the cover of Sam Cooke again? You sure can. Sam Cooke cover. Let's see. Almost nothing here, just like a little bit of a corner bend right there. No spine chipping there. No spine chipping there. Nothing up top. Just a little bit of a crease right here. No original inner sleeve or anything. The vinyl, though, is about as clean. It's about, like I said, EX. It's super clean. Unusually clean, high grade for a Sam Cooke record. Very bold colors, hits of the 50s. Back cover is nice, too. No rotting, no stains. This is at, Calvin Ward is at $65. Calvin Ward's at $65. Brent Raveley put Z7. Or that was the Savage 7, maybe. Yes, Savage 7. Wayne, if that's right, that's so do you, $19.99. Caddyshack, 25-20, 25-28. 30, John Young is at 68 on Sam Cooke. Happy is the Sunshine Company in shrink wrap. Sunshine Company, $19.99. Little Girl, Syndicate of Sound, that is $19.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Welcome Back My Friends, is $19.99. And Immortal Technique, Revolution Volume Number 2. Immortal Technique, is that what that says? Let's see, I believe so. I don't know a lot about this. 2003, Immortal Technique. That's $19.99. Caddyshack is at $35. Sam Cooke is at $70. Municipal Waste, Picture Disc, Massive Aggressive. Municipal Waste, that is now $19.99. Municipal Waste Picture Disc, that's on sale for $19.99. What do we have here? 16 horsepower, Odin. 16 horsepower, Odin. That is $19.99. 36 on Caddyshack. Calvin's a 70 on Sam Cooke. Bama, Touch Me When We're Dancing. Bama, gold stamp, sealed. It's a gold stamp promo, but it's sealed, $19.79. That is now $19.99. The Candy soundtrack. This has got music by the Byrds and Steppenwolf. Very tripped out music. This is a UK pressing on Stateside. Very psychedelia. 68 UK pressing, now $19.99. And we have Rolled Gold. This is an awesome deal. 2 LPs, the very best of the Rolling Stones, now just $19.99. Rolled Gold, the very best of the Rolling Stones. All right. Okay, Caddyshack, we was at 35, 35, 36. Patrick Carter wants the 16 horsepower. That's sold to Patrick Carter. All these are $19.99. John's out on Sam Cooke. That means, Calvin, you have that for $70, going twice, going 3 times. Brian Clark on Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Brian Clark on the Welcome Back, My Friends. Let's sell that, or not Brian Clark, Brian C. I'll keep calling you Brian C. We also have a Brian Clark that buys occasionally. Brent's at 40 on Caddyshack. Debbie Blair gets the Candy soundtrack. Doug Jeppesen second. Michael Nath third. Robert fourth. Matt, we've already sold 16 horsepower. Brent Rabley on the Rolling Stones. And yes, The Cure has already sold at auction. And Dr. Zebo, you were fifth on the Candy soundtrack. Final call on Sam Cooke for $70 to Calvin Ward. And Caddyshack, Brent Hall is out. Brent Rabley's at 40. It's between Brent and Tim Holloway. So Brent's at 40 on Caddyshack. Final call on that and final call on Sam Cooke. Everything in here is $19.99. We have Dag Nasty, Wig Out at Dinko's. This is from 2009. Reissue, $19.99. Dag Nasty, $19.99. We're in the middle of a discount bin if you're just getting on. Beyond Creation appears to be a metal record. Beyond Creation. Earthbound Evolution. This is on gold vinyl, $19.99. Dag Nasty. Dag Nasty on that. Let's see. Chad Mia was trying to get Kenny Burrell and wasn't showing up. Please let her have it. Okay, I think that's tagged under Travis. So give that to Mia instead of Travis. Wyatt, you were next on Dag Nasty. Tim Holloway's back in on Caddyshack at 45. And Howard Benway wants Beyond Creation. We can go ahead and sell Sam Cooke, though. We can go ahead and sell Sam Cooke, and that is sold to, I believe it was 70 to Calvin Ward. Yep, Calvin Ward has that for $70. Okay, high bid on Caddyshack is $45. Let's see what else I've got over here. The Beatles, Thin Lizzy, Motley Crue, Queen, Iron Maiden, Slayer, Van Halen, Herbie Hancock, Kiss, Ozzy, Sly, Eddie and the Cruisers, Rat, Back to the Future, Boz Scaggs, Doobie Brothers. Let's do the Doobie Brothers because we've cleaned it. It's ready to go. This is another Nautilus Half-Speed Master Super Disc. This is a really nice copy, as you would expect from Audiophile Pressing. Classic album, too, from the Doobie Brothers. Long Tray Running, China Grove, Captain and Me. This is a $35 start. No Badfinger. No, Badfinger, John, I hadn't messaged you back. The other Badfinger, if we can do that Saturday, I guess. We've got a lot more to show from from Arkansas tomorrow. And then probably I'll get back to some of the other stuff like autographs and more stuff from Kansas. But I probably won't have a batch of autographs ready. Yes, that's Mia's for $19.99. Kenny Burrell. Mia, you got the Kenny Burrell for $19.99. Okay, $35 start on the Doobie Brothers and Caddyshack. Brent's out. Tim Holloway's at 45 on Caddyshack, going once, going twice. Eddie and the Cruisers, and I need to put up Slayers. Yes, let me do that. Give me just a few moments. as soon as I end this, and we'll see if anybody wants to bid on this. This Captain Me, Nautilus Super Disc, $35 start. Morning Glory, 2 Suns Worth, a 1968 psych record, that's $19.99. Lou Reed, Coney Island Baby, that is $19.99. Freddie Hubbard, Polar AC, that's in shrink wrap for $19.99. And what do we have here? It is now $19.99. This is Arthur G. on Tumbleweed Records. Okay, Caddyshack is sold to Tim Holloway for $45. The Doobie Brothers, Captain and Me, we just got a bid on it. Doug Jefferson's at $35. That's going twice, going 3 times. Let me see what we have. We can go ahead and start a Slayer. This is the picture disc. And let's do Eddie and the Cruisers. All right, so Slayer, we'll do 3 auctions because I think Doobie Brothers may be about over. Doug Jefferson's at $35 on that. This is Slayer, Hell Awaits, 2008 picture disc. 2008 picture disc. Let me show that one more time, or let me show it. Slayer, Hell Awaits, 2008 picture disc. Well, it feels like it's very high quality. I know for a picture disc, but very, very nice. Appears to be near mint. This is going to be a $45 start. Slayer, Hell Awaits picture disc. $45 start. $45 start on that. And there is, yeah, the cover's nice too. 2008 picture disc. That's a $45 start. Vicky's at $36 on the Doobie Brothers. Eddie and the Cruisers soundtrack. Nice. U.S. original. Near mint condition. That's a $20 start. John Mincemoyer's at $45 on Slayer. Vicky's at $36 on the Doobie Brothers. We need a $20 start on Eddie and the Cruisers. 5 Bridges, The Nice. This is a 1970 UK pressing for $19.99. 1970, The Nice. Keith Emerson on the famous Charisma label. We got 2 bids on Slayer, 45 and 45. John Mincemoyer was in first. What do we have here? It's $19.99. It's Pa's nose fell off at breakfast. It fell right into Ma's coffee and displaced it. Who is this? I don't know. That might be the name of the group. I don't know who this is. Pa's nose fell off at breakfast. It fell right into Ma's coffee and displaced it. It is now $19.99. Okay. Let's see here. Doobie Brothers. So we got 3 auctions. The Doobie Brothers, Captain and Me. The first auction, or the first bid, was Doug at $35. Then we had Vicky at $36. Slayer, we've got 45 and 45 for Slayer. John Mincemoyer, then Howard. Jerry Pennick bid 25 on Eddie and the Cruisers. Brent bid 35 on the Doobies. We already have 36. Clint Howard needs to put back Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits. Silver Meter said Zappa Boot. I think he was helping us know what this is. And I think Gavin wants it for 19. Yeah, I was about to say, we got a big collection of Zappa stuff in at one time, and now that I think of it, this is probably from that. So, Silver Meter, unless you're claiming it, that is sold to Gavin for $19.99. Howard's at $47 on Slayer. What is Morning Glory? Morning Glory was a 1968 psych record. Right here, 2 Suns Worth. Morning Glory on Blue Fontana. That is $19.99. Brent Rabel's at $37 on the Doobie Brothers. Joshua Pepper, Zappa, and then Vicky's at $38 on the Doobie Brothers. So Gavin gets the Zappa boot for $19.99. Okay, final call for Eddie and the Cruisers. Jerry Pennick is at $25 on that. And final call for Slayer. Well, actually, John, you're out, just so you know. John Mincemoyer. Howard has that for $47. We also have the Best of the Drifters Up on the Roof, $19.99. Best of the Drifters Up on the Roof, green and blue Atlantic label. That's $19.99. And Hey Little Cobra and Other Hot Rod Hits, the Ripcords. Nice copy, 2i Columbia, $19.99 on that. All right, so Brent's out on the Doobie Brothers, and so is Doug. So Vicky, you've got the Doobie Brothers Half-Speed Master for $38. Howard, you've got Slayer for $47. And let's go ahead and sell Eddie and the Cruisers. That's sold to Jerry Pennick for $25. John Porter on Drifters. John Porter gets the Drifters. Brent Rabel gets the Ripcords. Robert Johnson was second. Wyatt was third. Charlie DeFrank gets the Morning Glory. And Gerard, you were fourth on the Cobra. And final call on this. Slayer, final call. Howard, $47 on the picture disc. And 38 on the Doobie Brothers. All right. I'm going to read through these titles one more time. Half the crate's gone. I'd like to sell the other half. Everything in here is $19.99 on sale, as in most things are already half off. So these are $19.99. I guess if they don't sell now, I'll put them on Discogs, $19.99, or eBay. The Zappa boot. The Zappa boot went to Gavin, and then Joshua was second, and Wayne, you were third. John Porter's at $50 on Slayer. John Porter, new bid. So Howard, you're out on Slayer. We have Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold. That's a 2LP compilation, $19.99. The Jackson 5, Maybe Tomorrow, $19.99. And World War II, the actual voices and sounds of World War II, $19.99. As we were just identifying it. No, I think Gavin wants it. Gavin for sure wants it, but if he will let me know if he doesn't, though. Howard's out, so Slayer's now at $50 to John Porter, going once, going twice. And we can go ahead and sell the Doobie Brothers. Gavin does want the Zappa. So Doobie Brothers is sold to Vicky Wiley for $38. Slayer is now to John Porter for $50, going twice, going 3 times. Okay, what else did somebody say put up earlier? Chicago, the Chicago live in Chicago, or the Chicago live in Japan, Japanese pressing. Yeah, I've never had this before. This is from Arkansas collection. It is what you expect, though, with a Japanese pressing. It is near mint. I really hadn't checked to see what's all in this one, though. It is near mint. Let's take a look at it. There's disc number 1. There's the Japanese insert. There's the other Japanese insert. This is going to be a $35 start. I've never had this either. I've never had this. Chicago live in Japan. It's a Japanese pressing, and this is unique to Japan. This was not released in the States. A little bit of a tear down here on the obi, or actually a little bit of a slip-in, or excuse me, a fold-over, or something like that. There's the gatefold. I was reading Wayne's comment when I said that. Embossed back cover. A little bit of wear right here. Other than that, really nice. This is Chicago, live in Chicago. Classic lineup, too. There's Terry Kath on lead guitar. Very good stuff here. Let's see. 25 or 64, I'm a Man, Free. Sorry, it's in cursive. Does anybody really know what time it is? I'm reading some of the hits. Question 67 and 68. There's the lyric inserts. Yeah, Color My World, Mississippi Delta, Lowdown, Saturday in the Park, Dialogue. Yeah, that's going to be really good. That's Chicago, live in Chicago. 2LP Japanese pressing. High bid on that. Lots of bidders. Okay, then Slayer is sold for $50 to John Porter. That's sold for $50. Chicago's going to go over here. And I got a few things to claim out of the 1999 stuff. Tim Holloway wants the Jackson 5, and Michael Nath wants the World War II. No one on Gordon Lightfoot. It doesn't have the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald, but it has some good stuff on here. Canadian Railroad Trilogy, Bitter Green, Early Morning Rain, Sundown, Summer Side of Life, Rainy Day People, Cotton Genie, Don Quixote, If You Could Read My Mind, Carefree Highway. I skipped around. Those are all great Lightfoot hits. That's $19.99. Nightingale, George Adams. That is sealed from 1989. That is $19.99. And the Poppers, Ellis Island, kind of another obscurity 60s group. Gold Verve label. Really nice copy. The Poppers is $19.99. Green on Red. Green on Red is $19.99. And the Beatles, Rock Legends. This is the only Beatles in here that did not sell. This is from Australia as well, $19.99. Let's get another auction rolling. That's a Japanese pressing, even though it didn't come out of the Japanese bin. Let's do this. We did one classic soundtrack. How about another? I haven't had this in quite some time. This is Back to the Future. This is the OG Back to the Future soundtrack. Near Mint, 1985. Near Mint vinyl. Very nice cover. It's actually a gold stamp promo, and that is a $30 start. Back to the Future soundtrack. $30 start. That's the OG. $30 start on that. Wow, lots of bids on Chicago. Let's see here. 35, 35, 36, 40, 40, 37, 40, 40, 42, 50, 53, 55, 60. Randy Scarborough takes the Gordon Lightfoot comp. That's a good decision. Chicago 60, Chicago 75, Back to the Future 30, Back to the Future 35. Chicago's at 75. Did the Becker-Fagan record sell? No, we still have that. We still have that. The Becker and the Fagan. It is still here. Let me find that. It is still here. It is $39.99. What I plan on doing, we've really went without being able to take a break tonight. So here what I'm about to do is the stuff that didn't sell from tonight, which is killer records. I'm about to go through those like we did late the other night and go through those a second time. If we do take a break, I'm going to see how these auctions land and how much more we go through. It will be very quick. It'll be like 15 minutes while I go get an energy drink and a bite to eat and sit down for a second. My right leg is, for some reason, like numb right now. This is really nice, $39.99. That is near mint. Okay. The Beatles. Where did we get to here? Public Enemy was $19.99. Kaleidoscope Burness, $19.99. Sparrow. This was called Latin Black in shrink wrap, $19.99. And Think of the Children, Satisfaction Unlimited, $19.99. Let's get updated on our auctions because there was a lot of activity. Brent Rabley was at $75 on the Chicago Live in Chicago. Brent's at $75. Back to the Future, we had 30, 35, 30, 36. Yes, the Bullet Boys sell. Can't find any info on the Bama album. The Bama album that's in here, I'll show it again in just a second, Mark. Back to the Future 38, Condition of Australian Beatles. It should be near mint. Nice cover. It's that typical Australian laminate. Yeah, it's like near mint unplayed. It's got one of these unfortunate baggies, but it is. Excuse me. I was probably right in the microphone too. Sorry if that just blew out y'all's ears. Okay, is that a full record? Yes, this is a full album. This is the motion picture. It's actually called, it's not really a soundtrack, even though when you first look at it, you gotta walk it like you talk it, or you'll lose that beat. Let's see here. Wayne needs to put back Head East. Well, that will be an easy sale because there was about 7 other people who wanted that. Head East, Flat as a Pancake. Who wants it? $19.99. It's a perfect copy. Back to the Future 40. Back to the Future 40. Back to the Future 42. Jeff McMaster said he would give $14.99 for Sparrow. Sell that to Jeff McMaster. And I'll take the Public Enemy for $14.99. Sell that to Preston for $14.99. So Sparrow sold for $14.99. That sold for $14.99. Let's go ahead and sell Chicago Live in Japan. Chicago Live in Japan is sold to Brent Rabley for $75. That's an awesome looking concert. I may have to sneak that out and listen to it, Brent. Yeah, Head East. This has their hit song, Never Been Any Reason. I'm pretty sure it's maybe been played once, and whoever gets it, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's a great song, by the way. $19.99. First come, first serve on that. Scott Smith wants this right here. This Walter Becker album, Donald Fagen. That's sold to Scott Smith. And then earlier we had Charlie DeFrank said sold on the Australian Beatles. That's $19.99. The Walter Fagen, that's sticker price, Tanner. The Donald Fagen, Walter Becker. Yeah. It's sticker price. And Vicky Wiley takes the Head East record. Matthew's out on Back to the Future. Back to the Future high bid right now is $42 for Brent Hall. That's the OG soundtrack. All right. Let's do another quick. We got Back to the Future, so that means it's only going to be fitting to do Slayer, Rain in Blood. Slayer, Rain in Blood. This is a Rain in Blood. Reigen. And I think there's a song on here called Raining Blood. It was on Guitar Hero. And that was like, you had to beat that to pretty much beat the game. Best of my memory. Slayer, this is going to be a $55 start. This is a 2013 180 gram. 2013 pressing, 180 gram. That's a $55 start. Final call on Back to the Future at $42. Howard says he'll take Municipal Waste picture disc for $14.99. Municipal Waste. Let me sell that to Howard for $14.99. Japan, Twisted Sister, come out and play. I didn't have a Japanese Twisted Sister come out and play. Did I? No, I don't have any Japanese Twisted Sister. Okay. There wasn't one. Yep. Eric Clapton, Backless, 1999. Promises makes up the whole album. Great Clapton song. GRSP Live is 1999. And Intensive Care. Intensive Care is a 1978 Japanese pressing, 1999. The LA4 is 1999. Precious Moments, Jermaine Jackson, that's sealed, 1999. Plus The Seven Deadly Sins, 1999. And The Electric Flag, 1999. The Good Rats, 1999. Sunshine Company. We have Syndicate of Sound. Immortal Technique. Bama. Bama, if whoever was looking for this, it's on RCA Records. It's from 1979. And the catalog number is AHL13440. AHL1. It's Bama, Touch Me When We're Dancing. Sealed. 1999. All right, Back to the Future is sold to Brent Hall for $42. Slayer, if anybody wants that, $55 start. I'm about to end it. Songs on Eric Clapton. Clapton Backless. Tracks are Walk Out on the Rain, Watch Out for Lucy, I'll Make Love to You Anytime, Roll It, Tell Me That You Love Me, If I Don't Be There by Morning, Early in the Rain, Promises, Golden Ring, and Tulsa Time. Now, this one's not a cutout, and it's the gold foil. I know this album sold 15 trillion copies, but this is near mint. This one don't have any cutouts. It's usually a clip corner, a saw mark, or a punch out. This is an OG one with none of those. That's $19.99 on sale price. I've sold a lot of those for $35. Lou Reed was $19.99. Freddie Hubbard is $19.99. Forgot who this was. I can't believe no one's got the nice either. Arthur G. 5 Bridges. So, how about $45 for Slayer? Sell that to Dr. Zebo for $45. Done. 14 for 7 Deadly. Let me figure out what that was. This one right here. Sell that to Michael Nath for $14.99. I don't have any Boston MoFi. No, I do not. Scott Smith said 15 on the nice. Sold. What about the Immortal Technique? Axel, did you make an offer on this earlier? Or are you just asking about it? It's Immortal. I don't know a lot about it. It says Immortal Technique Revolutionary Volume 2. Okay. Touch Me When I'm Dancing is an Alabama song. Is that an Alabama cover band? I don't know. I have no idea. The other tracks are I Like You Because We're Funkable. Why Did I Know? The songs are Terry Skinner, J.L. Wallace, Kenny Bell, Terry Skinner, Ken Bell, Show Me Your Love. Somebody Must Have Loved You Right Last Night Slowly, Summer Night. Recorded, I don't know. 15 for Immortal, sold to Axel Horn. Okay, here's what we'll do. I know it's very, very late to be taking a break, but we'll do it quickly. Let's say it's 10:30. We'll be back in 15 minutes at 10:45. I know that's a late part 2. What we'll do is we'll go back through the stuff I showed during part 1, like I did. If you're willing to hang around late enough with us, I will go back through that stuff. We will discount some of it, make offers. Some of the really good titles, I'll probably be firm on. But if there's something on there we can get together on, I'll sell it to you. We'll do more auctions, and we'll probably be live to about midnight. So 10:45 to midnight Central Time for tonight, and then we'll be back live Friday and Saturday. I'm going to run and get me something to drink. As you can tell, my brain was shutting down there for a while. I did a reset, but I'm still a little rusty. Clay Moore wants the Sunshine Company for $15. Vicky Wiley said she'll take Clapton for $15. Anybody else on anything in here before I end the feed, I'll sell you anything that's left in there for $14.99. So when we come back, I'll do more auctions. I'll have another discount bin, and then we'll go back through the newest new stuff from tonight. That's new vinyl and the newest vintage. All of the new vintage arrivals from those 4 crates are now in 1 crate. And we'll go back through this one more time. I still got some auctions. We got a lot of stuff that I'll auction tomorrow night, like these that's been over here next to me. These are 200-gram Rush remasters. Those will be auctioned tomorrow. I got more stuff over here I didn't get to. Japanese pressings from Arkansas and other stuff. So that's what we'll do during part 2. We'll be back in 15 minutes very quickly. Don't go anywhere. Don't fall asleep, and don't forget about us. That's where we'll be, right here at 10:45, and then we'll be live till about midnight. We'll see you then.